Well, that was a good time to sit down at the computer and finally decide to get streaming. So that is the wrong thing. That browser out of here. Why is it capturing the window? That's a little bit of a spoiler for what's happening here. Oh, Lord. Is this season 6? No, this is not season 6. It's not the best season yet. Maybe. It could be season 6. Who knows? I also need to go over and redo the audio. What you get for not checking your actual screens, dude. But hey, that is me doing a god awful tier list for DRG, which is something else. Anyway, it has been a time since well, it hasn't been a time. It's literally been a week since I last streamed, I believe. I don't actually remember. And season 6 did get announced in the interim period from whenever I last streamed, or at least it's been not necessarily announced, but more they said, "Hey, it's coming out this date," and that is exceedingly pog. Just to know that it is coming out here very soon. At the end of this month, it is. And that is fantastic. Unfortunately, I will stream snipe with your favorite overclock combustive goo mix. Surely you won't have any problem with that. making it everybody's problem. I will mute my game and we will only be able to hear combustive goo mix. There's gonna be no sound. I'm not even gonna talk. It'll just be Driller fucking exploding every once in a while. That'll be a fantastic time. And also, I finally got around because apparently I found out that if you're playing with Mint and you are hosting, it will automatically put you in a. It automatically will say, hey, your lobby is modded. So I might as well just play with the. Hey, Bosco, can you, you know, deal with that? Is that a cargo crate? That is a cargo crate. Oh my god, I forgot about that mod as well. The uwu bugs, dude. The absolute buffoonery of the uwu bugs. Hey, you wanna know what that guy's called? That guy's called a Maquera Bromwomble. I forgot about that, dude. Oh my god. Oh, we are, like, super in hell, dude. Oh, and there's fucking bugs from behind, as normal. Get out of here. Oh, I'm just dead. we... We're having a good time, dude. We are having a good time. This is when people need to come in and be like, what the hell's going on here? Oh yeah, it's because I am being a buffoon and not really caring. So yeah, it has been... It's not been a very good day, for me at least. It's just been a very, It's been a very existence is pain kind of day. It's like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and by wrong side of the bed, I meant I woke up on the floor, which is surprisingly normal for me, since I used to sleep on the floor a lot whenever I was, not necessarily growing, well, yeah, actually, yeah, necessarily growing up. I used to sleep on the floor a lot. Yes, I had a bed. Did it really matter? No, I just wanted to sleep on the floor. So now, every once in a while, I'll be asleep and I will wake up on the floor, and it's not really a big problem, but every once in a while, I will wake up on the wrong side of the floor, and my entire body says, I didn't like existing for a little bit. All parts of you now hurt, so I can feel my bones, I can feel my knee. See. Okay, I don't understand why he was there, but sure. Hello, Stingtail, wherever the hell you are. Are we playing Ring Around the Rosie? I assume we're playing Ring Around the Rosie, because why else would you not have shown up You did aggro onto me, yes? I guess he just didn't aggro onto me for whatever reason. I don't... Dude, I don't know what's happening with that shit. Like, actually, I have no idea. Stingtail, like, bug aggro is so weird. I don't understand how it works, or if there's, like, a quote-unquote stealth mechanic. Because I can shoot right there, and he'll be like, yeah, I'll understand that you're gonna be attacking me. So he'll aggro on. But if I didn't shoot him, he just would have been passive, and I could possibly walk all the way up to him, and he would be completely fine with it. Up until, you know, I get within, like, 5 meters of him, and then he'll actually want me dead. But that's, like, the usual. How much nitro do we have? We have 80. We're good. We're good. Good morning, Hoxus. It is a nice chilly, probably, you know, 10 degrees Fahrenheit and, like, -5. -5 Celsius. I actually don't know what... So, I understand how Celsius works somewhat, because I played a lot of RimWorld, and that's where a majority of my knowledge in the Celsius has come from. The biggest problem I have with it is when we start getting into the... Simply a skill issue. Simply a skill issue. Oh, Lord, this place sucks. Get me out of here. Can I please grapple? Thank you. Alright, get out of here. You know what? Everybody else also get out of here. I don't have Vampire yet, do I? So I can't really gain HP from the bugs yet. So, the big problem I have is whenever it starts getting into the negatives is when I start not really knowing what the hell Fahrenheit, or translating it to Fahrenheit in my brain, since that's how I understand how temperature works. Alright? Like, oh yeah, 20°C? Yeah, that's 70. That's fairly standard. It's a nice temperature to exist in a little bit. I'd probably, like, not be standing here. Okay, well that's nice. Should also probably get a resupply. And then get Bosco to carry this all up here. And then once we start... I know that 0 is 32. So I assume 10 is going to be... Or -10 is going to be... Like... -10... It's not... -40 is when they both meet. So -10 might just be like, oh yeah, it's 10 degrees or whatever. Again, I have no idea. I would have to go look it up. Double barrel? Double barrel is a very good overclock, yes. It is what I am using at the moment. It's a very pog one, because it is my... He is, like, almost dead. I don't even have to double barrel him. Probably should have, to be completely honest with you. Where's the other battery? I'm gonna save this thing for when other people join in. How many do I have to get? I have to get 3 more? 2 more? 2 more. Not 3 more, because I have 4. Is there any on the ground down there? There's 1 down there, so I just have to get this last one, and then we have to go for all the fossils, which is, you know, not my problem. Really is. I'm solo, so it is 100% my problem. Bosco, I need you to solve my issue of there's too many bugs here. And also, I think the other battery is through this little hole over there, or it could be literally right there that I'm staring at. Can we not? I always feel weird as Scout whenever I have to deal with a bunch of bugs. Like, yes, Double Barrel is fantastic for dealing with that, but, like, I feel like I shouldn't be dealing with bugs. I should just be, you know... That's just verbal garbage. That is literally just verbal garbage. The whoa, bug. Actually verbal garbage. Brain melting stuff. Maybe I should deal with the Haluli Hoarder. Well, it's fucking gone. Actually, it's running back into the IFG. It is just dying. You know what? Good. Fantastic job, Hoarder. I'm so glad that you can be like that. I don't have a power attack. That's when you love Hoarders, is when they just face you and run away. I don't know why they face you. Maybe it's because of the fear effect, because how the fear effect works is bugs that get near you want to attack you, so they face you. Like, this is, again, I have no idea. I don't know any of the internals about this game, and I could just very... Are we done? Yeah, we are done. Okay, we can go get the fossils now. This is gonna be kind of awful, because they're all gonna be up in the roof, and I'm not gonna be able to actually come. What the hell was that? Is that a helmet? That is a helmet. Okay, well, it was over there. I thought I heard it through the wall also. Oh, no, it's not. It's down here. There it is. We can get 80 nitro for this stuff. Please don't. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. We can get 80 nitro to get that helmet. Where is it, anyway? Actually in the ground, so we don't have to get 80 nitro. It is fantastic. Unfortunately, there is a blizzard happening here soon. At least I thought there was. So, whatever the hell it is. We can just run around. Yeah, that is a blizzard. I was right. That is also too. I don't want to be here. I absolutely don't want to be here. With the menace. Please tell me there's a stingtail somewhere. The stingtail's just gonna grab me. I'm gonna get grabbed from that freaking thing. Please tell me you guys have ammo. You guys don't have ammo. You have, like, so little of it. It's not gonna be a good time for me. You, however, have so much ammo. Okay, so bring the bugs to this side and let them... Where is he? There he is. It's so fucking funny. Just double barrel. Excuse me, excuse me, sir, that is illegal. It's not a splasher on the other side of me. Can you please grab me and take me out of here? I'm sorry, but you're a high priority target, and the high priority targets get the delicious, delicious double barrel. If I could, I would also double barrel the hell out of the menaces, but unfortunately, it's not how that works. I mean, it is how that works. It is whoever deigns it. This is just the double barrel show, it really is. Is double barrel explosive damage, or is it just kinetic damage? I don't actually know, and I'm afraid to go look it up, because if it is explosive damage, that means it's worse on not exploders, what are they called? I don't remember. The guards, that's what they're called. It's worse on the guards, which, you know, oh boy, it's worse on guards, who cares? Who cares? Because you still have bullets to deal with them. Okay, let's grab a resupply and then go for that helm down there. Okay. Helm, hello! Where the hell are you? You are directly in front of me. Down? I kind of wish the helm made a noise whenever you get near it, like a gold chunk or the resonance crystal or, you know, the error cube or, you know, any ingrained mineral does make a noise whenever you get near them. And I kind of wish the helm just made one of those, just make it easier to find. I know it's like the most whatever scenario of not being able to find the helm because it is on the map. But, you know, it would be quality of life. Does it really matter? No. Absolutely not. We should probably get out of here, like, right now. Unfortunately, there's still... how many? There's still 4? 4 that we need to go find? Yeah. Which are... One is right there. Another one in the roof that we can kill ourselves with. We'll be fine. Nope. Okay, fine. That was the backup plan if I failed to do the special, like, get into the scout hole real quick. Because that is, you should always have a backup plan if you jump into a hole. Don't always rely on that 100% of the time. And luckily Glacial Strata is one of those places where you could just land on the snow and it's essentially a driller platform. We need one more, and then we'll be G. And I don't know where that thing is. I'm really bad about looking for fossils during the mission, unless it is mining missions and all that. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just gonna hit it and call it good. And if we find it, we find it. If we don't find it, absolutely don't find it then. What is your fucking deal? What is your deal, Menace? What is actually happening? Oh. I'm just trying to deposit all this stuff. What would be your favorite loadout if you can mix and mash all the dwarf equipment? Oh, dude, I don't know. You know what? Thank you for that slasher. That slasher gave me mercy. None of the driller equipment. I mean, the drills are actually pretty good. I like the drills. Actually, it would probably be the drills from Driller, just because I really do like them. And then, what's my favorite weapons in the game? It was just sitting on the ground this entire time. Oh my god. Hey, Bosco, can you deal with all of this? Because I certainly can't. I'm just going to toss that there and hope it slows them down. I don't think they get slowed from an IFG, but, you know, I could be wrong. And I am most certainly right on that. Also, that... They don't die to cryo, huh? They just have immunity to cryo damage. They don't have immunity, they'll probably just shoot indiscriminately in their general direction, please. Get rid of the Neosite Shockers. Okay, well, we did it. It would probably be drills from Driller. I liked the shield, but I wouldn't consider it my favorite from Gunner. And I really just wouldn't consider any of the traversal tools, or excuse me, the support tools to be really my favorite in the game. Because of the support tools, you have the light from this character, Scout. You have the shield from Gunner. You have the C4, which is a support tool, yes it is, from Driller and turrets. And out of all of those, I think just light. Like, the shield is very good, and is the reason why Gunner is so broken in general. So, it would either be the light from Scout just for quality of life, for my own sake, or Gunner shield, and then the others are just, like, such a whatever, it doesn't really matter. So, the primary option, the primary and secondary option, where the hell is this dropping? Don't tell me it's dropping in the wall. It's kind of making my job insanely hard to do, which is put in the fossils. Well, that was simple. The primary option is... oh, shit. Is pump action on Engineer. That's very fun. Then there's, like... Smart Trigger is also kind of fun on Engineer as well. Scout has weapons. I don't think any of them are my favorite. I used to really like Drac back in the day, but Drac now just is... It's still a good weapon, but it's just every other weapon beats out Drac if you start talking about them and putting them together with, like, Gunner weapons. So it's literally just pump action, rotary overdrive, smart trigger, and that's it. Those are like my favorite weapons that I always, and Burning Hell as well. So minigun most of the time, because there's two things on minigun that I actually really enjoy. And then for the secondary, I don't care for a lot of them. Yeah, I don't care for a lot of them. Probably just volatile bullets, because it's my favorite OC, or Mole. Mole is also very good. But if you could literally mix and match everything, usually it ends up being some sort of gunner weapons, usually QoL, and then like another one of Gunner's weapons, since he's just so goated with the sauce. Absolutely goated with the sauce. Alright, we are doing a elimination mission. This shit's gonna... Do we even have an overclock yet? We actually have Neo Technica. Not loading in for some... We actually have this, which we can use, because it's cool looking. It actually looks pretty cool looking with a Heroic on there. And then we also have this as well. I think I actually want more wood in it. So, like, the supporter would be nice. Or Order of the Deep doesn't have that much wood. Ghost Guardian looks kind of nice with it. Right. And then poor Gunner and Driller, who haven't even been touched. Where is the thing that lets me see what it is? Looks so weird. Yeah, Gunner and Driller just haven't been touched at all. Holy hell. I was going to do orbital supports today, but I kind of forgot to. Well, I didn't forget. I just didn't really feel like doing it. We can turn off the modded lobbies to see if people will just join naturally. I don't know if it sets up my game as like fully modded. I'm not actually too sure how it works. The last couple of OCs were great additions to the game. Pretty much every single OC, besides for 2 OCs on Scout, were knockout, dropout bangers. Every single one of them. And then the 2 on Scout that weren't knockout, dropout bangers was Burst Fire on GK and Marked for Death on M1000. And then Conductive Thermals is an absolute banger. So, they... Out of 24, they got 22 absolutely cooked. Like, they were absolutely cooking when they were making them. Unfortunately, I would also have... They cooked with 21 of them. Because Combustive Goo Mix. We all know why I don't like Combustive Goo Mix. I don't have to sound like a broken record anymore. I mean, I probably do. See, like, I didn't know those guys were there until I threw a flare at them. And then they aggroed onto me whenever I saw them with the flare. But that's not how, like, bugs actually work, is it? I'm not too sure. I have no idea how bug aggro works. That's... Can I annoy, Wold? Thank you, alright. I was told that it works if you ping it enough. Mission control will get aggravated at you. And apparently it is absolutely and unequivocally true. What a pog time. Alright, do we have any more Nitra in this room? Absolutely. Oh. I could just speedrun the mission and just pop both dreads and just call it a day. But that's just not how I play the game. I don't know why I decide to play the game somewhat incredibly slowly, like it's already been 2 minutes and I still haven't left the first room. Is this incredibly slowly, or is this just being methodical? I don't know. Who fucking knows? Who cares? If nobody joins for this mission, I will open up my... Or I will... It's not friends only. I will turn off the approved mods that I have and see if that changes it at all. Because I am playing with 2 approved mods today. I'm playing with Speedster, which, you know, is always a fantastic quality of life addition. This is not going to go well. Never mind. With Speedster. And then I'm also playing with... Wonderful. What was I talking about? With spiraling Drillivator. Where are they coming? Coming from down here? I assume they're coming from... Okay, sticking to me. Why are you two here? That'll teach me for standing still. Fuck you, game. Actually, fuck you. Where were those acid spitters? Those acid spitters weren't a part of the group, were they? Also, the bulk's like here. Where is the bulk? Be like under me? Is absolutely. You know what we could do? We could kill the dread with a bulk. Or the dread. Dreads are not this way. Be careful, he is literally right there. You might not be able to see him because you won't be able to see him. But is there. Alright. Where are we going? We have to go where the bulk came from, actually. Where is he? The most terrifying option has happened. I don't know where he is. Well, he's right there. Okay, let's pop the dread. And then let's figure out what the fuck we're doing with the dread. Because I have to do this in a very particular way. And at the moment, I am not... He simply outplayed me. I was scratching my nose. He actually... Dude, I don't want to be anywhere near that. I don't even care where I end up. I'm not anywhere there. Okay, Bosco, I need you to come here, because I don't know how much HP that bulk has. And also, I need you to kill that grabber before it actually grabs me. Okay, there's the bulk, or there's the dread. You can start damaging the dread. How much HP does the bulk have? We can get it down to, like, 200 HP. Maybe even a little bit more. Okay, that's probably good enough. And now we need to open this guy's backside, which is easier said than done. And then we need to kill the dread, or the bulk. This is why I had him at 500. This is a little bit sketchy. I killed him. Okay, we did it. That was very sketch. That was insanely sketchy because I thought I was gonna go down to the final explosion. I think I was like standing here-ish, and that is insanely close to it. Alright, well there's one dread down with... Hopefully another bulk will spawn and I can take care of the next dread with it, because I don't really want to deal with the next dread. Alright, let's go check out these two rooms, since I haven't even checked out these two rooms, and we do have some... We do have fossils to go look for. We don't need anything else in this mission besides the fossils. We can even spawn the other dread, just to be left alone from swarms and all that. Speak of the devil. There is a wave after me. This is where the other dread is, right? Yeah. We can absolutely pop it and get done with all of that. You can also just kill the dread and then leave the wave. I was just kind of... I don't know. I'm waffling on the decision if I want to have waves around just in case another bulk comes around and I can kill the dread with it. Because it's always fun to kill dreads with bulks. And also the waves aren't that bad. They are basically nothing to be dealt with. I didn't light him on fire. Why did that not light him on fire? That also didn't kill him. I think I'm just going to leave the swarms active for now. I didn't expect that to one-shot him. Excuse me? Am I playing on Hazard 5? Yes, I am playing on Hazard 5. I'm not playing on swarms, that's why the swarm felt so small. I missed some of my shots on that. We should have been able to kill him in one mag. Okay. I was looking for leeches and it hid from me, dude. I'm so used to the MCR Brood Nexuses where they just spawn awful things 100% of the time. Absolutely 0% like that creature. I mean, I do absolutely love that creature, but, you know, for the content, I'm going to say absolutely hate that creature because it is fun to deal with, but in an awful way. Most of all, I hate the way I don't hate you. What is that song? Is it made by Heart, or is it made by Pat Benatar? Or is it made by somebody who I don't even know, which is I hate myself for loving you. And it goes, I hate myself, who cares? That's actually a good one. What was it? I'm gonna walk before I start opening up things. Excuse me, I just alt-tabbed, brother. That's just a wave of exploders, I don't have to care about that. They'll just take care of themselves. I don't understand why people shoot exploders. Like, all I see of them is they help me with the swarm, and that is it. Alright, that's not good. It is Joan... It's Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. That is who it was made by. I was wrong in both accounts. Why do I just assume everything made in the 1980s was made by Hart or Pat Benatar? Don't know. And it has a female singer. It's my own issue. Are we done with the fossils yet? Because once we're done with the fossils, I am getting the heck out of here. Because I don't want to be on a mission with exploders. And dreads, you know. Dreads is probably the big one. Probably. You know what? I'm gonna have myself a little bit of drink. Give me a moment. Oh. Iced water, dude. Pretty sure that's my first actual drink of today. I don't drink water. I'm like a cat, dude. I don't drink water. I don't know why I don't drink water. I just don't, dude. I need to. I just sit here osmosizing in this freaking office chair, dude. Speaking of office chairs, if you don't have an office chair, you should really get one. Don't spend a bunch of money on a gaming chair, dude. They're freaking myths. Okay. Walking around in Walmart, and, you know, Walmart's absolutely the premium place where you would get, you know, quality stuff. But walking around in Walmart and seeing a gaming chair for damn near $200, looking at it and being like, this doesn't look great. And then going online and doing the same exact thing of looking around at gaming chairs. I'm not too sure why he isn't lighting on fire in the first shot. Do I have stun or something? I definitely don't have stun because he wasn't stunned. Do you need one damage upgrade to light a Hazard 5 Praetorian on fire? With 2 shots? Bosco didn't even open that. Wild. But looking around and being like, oh, the good gaming chairs are $500 to like $600. And you know what I could go get for $200 or $500? I could get myself a really fucking nice office chair. Like, a very, very high quality office chair that will last me God knows how long. The last office chair that I got which was also, I think it was $200. My mom got it for me whenever I was 15 or something. My last office chair, which lasted for God knows how long, probably lasted 15 plus years. No, not 15 plus years, because, you know, I'm not 30 yet. So it lasted for, 13 years, something like that. It lasted for a very, very long time, and it just got me hooked on office chairs. And then my friends have actual gaming chairs, like really nice, like Titan gaming chairs and whatever. And he's a different body size than me, so it is insanely firm. But I also just don't like the neck rest, because every single one of the gaming chairs gets a pillow for some reason on the neck rest, because it's, oh, you have to take care of it. And I understand that you could just remove it, but some of my money is going into that damn fucking pillow. And also, I just don't like the aesthetics of them. They're racing chairs, or they're lean and whatever, and I don't subscribe to that. Give me, like, big, bulky things. You know Art Deco, or whatever it is, like the 1920s decals, like Art Nuevo, and then Art Deco. There's a meme around that is like, hey, this is made by elves, this is made by dwarves. It's that meme. I 100% like big blocky shapes with right angles and straight edges than curvy things. Than curvy art designs. It just looks better to me. I don't know what else to say about it, man. I'm playing with, like, a standard build, so I get to just shoot the shit, not really paying attention to what the hell I'm doing in this game, because playing standard DRG at this point without doing a absolutely insane build means I get to take a bunch of fall damage because you didn't mantle the thing properly. You did mantle, you just didn't do it properly, dude. Means I don't need to really pay attention to the game. Of course, you know, most of the time that I'm not paying attention to the game is when other people are in the game as well. What are some other art designs that I don't like? I don't like all the modern designs as well. Like, oh, this kitchen or whatever is made for modern artists, and it's just literally I'm being eaten alive by fucking whatever the hell those things are called. Swarmers. Bosco being the GOAT, as always. Taking care of all the swarmers, even though that, you know, I could probably take care of the swarmers myself. Just toss 2 of those so that the sentinels don't actually get me. I think the sentinels are... No, they're not resistant to the slowdowns like I thought they were. What is like, the modern art design is just very simplistic, very black and white. Now, black and white is a very good art style. I just wish it was used better, because it's just grays. It's not true black and white in modern design, or, like, very minimalist is what it is. Like, yes, you can get overcomplicated with... Hiveguard? Okay. Hiveguard just EXE stopped working for a little bit. You know, just normal things. I'm sorry, Loot Bug, you just happened to be in the way. That was absolutely your fault for being there. Is there other designs that I know about that I can, like, start talking about? The log cabin design is... I don't know, man. The log cabin design is very plush and very cozy, but there's just... It feels like I should be there renting or be there, like, for a vacation. I don't think I can live in the log cabin design forever. Like, if I have to choose a design, like, art space, like, if you go onto Google and show off a room, in each individual room, like, you know, there's the master bedroom, there's the, you know, guest bedroom, there's the office, there's the kitchen, and then there's the living space, the living area. If you have to, like, pick one of those to live in forever, which one would you pick? And honestly, I might let's just go do that. You know what? That could be a fun addition. Absolutely. After this episode, excuse me, am I okay? After this mission, that is what I'm going to do for a hot second, dude, because I find that funny. Dude, all of our fossils are gonna be in the freaking hallways, and I'm not subscribing into that, dude. I do not want to go around in Azure Wield looking for freaking fossils, because fossils are kind of awful to always find in Azure Wield specifically, because they just get covered by all the fuzz on the ground. I am looking forward to the new season a lot, because it seems like that area, most of the problems, like the over decoration, like Azure Wield has, because there is a lot of decoration in Azure Wield, seems to be mostly on the ground. And if it starts covering the walls and stuff, then I'll have a problem with it. But if it's just the ground, I can get over it. With like bones and stuff. And you know what would be the best part of it? If they made the bones destructible when you walk over it. So when you're walking over it, it'll make this crunchy sound, like crunch, crunch, crunch. And then like you can see a path of where you were. That would be really cool. I don't know how long that would take to code or how graphics intensive that would be, but dude, that is something that they can absolutely do, and I would be so on board with it that it would be, you know what, take like $20 out of my pocket. Actually, you know what, I'll pay everybody's wage for a day if that could happen. That is way too much money, and I don't have enough money in my bank account to actually properly account for what their wages are per day, because they're salaried, most of them probably. I don't know if there's anybody that isn't salaried over at Ghost Ship Games. Well, actually, it's Invisible Walls, actually. Not Ghost Ship Games. Oh, the Ghost Ship Games probably had like a hand in doing it, but I'm not too sure how big of a hand they had in doing Season 6. Bluebug, you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, I have no idea where one of these fossils are. Collect my fossils? Dude, I don't want to collect your fossils. That's a euphemism, isn't it? That's a euphemism, and I don't want any part of it. This place sucked. We haven't been in that hallway. Very specific. That hallway probably has the last freaking fossils, and it probably has 5 of them on top of each other. How do I get to that hallway? That hallway is... Is it this thing? Where is it? Okay, if we dig through this hole here, right? Yeah, this hole that way. We can get to it. Collect the 10 fossils. Dude, I'm trying! The mission's been done for a good 10 minutes now, and I'm just sitting around not collecting the freaking fossils, dude. Because fossils is awful. It's an awful objective in Azure Wield, and I don't like it. Okay. We are in the hallway in apparently a second. I thought it was going to be... There you go. We got Karappa immediately? Let's go. Okay. We're here. Please tell me that... Where does this exit? Exit's up here? I didn't even notice that, dude. Okay. And there we go, the last fossil. Am I actually going to check the rest of this hallway? Absolutely not. You don't have to do the secondary objective. Yeah, you don't have to, but you can also, you know... You don't have to kill the bug right in front of you. You could just leave it alone. It is a check mark in the box, and I'm sorry that I want to do it. It is not. It's not an optional objective. Saving you is not optional. I hate that. I actually hate that. Alright, I'm going to turn off the game, remove some of the mods that I have on, just to see if people will actually start joining whenever I do that. And then we're going to go look at some fucking rooms to see, like, if you have to pick an art style house to live in. Like, literally, like, oh, this house is modern, this house is art deco, this house is, you know, is a glass house, most of it's made of glass. Which one would you live in permanently? Like, you have to live in there, no changing the, like, oh, this is good, but I have to move the couch a little bit, like, 20 degrees to that side. Yeah, that's not a deal. You have to, the furniture is, like, bolted to the ground, dude. And you have to use all the cups and things. So it's like wooden cups, dude. Those things are getting rot inside of them. Like, wooden things are fine. Wooden spoons and stuff, absolutely and unequivocally fine to use and all that. It's just, you have to take care of them in a specific way, or they start degrading faster, which is like, you can't place the metal spoon in the garbage disposal, which I know most houses don't have garbage disposals. It's mostly an American thing. We are doing another thing. Anyway, we can exit out of this game, and then, we can bring up this stuff. Just go see what's happening here. Get rid of the bookmarks bar. That is not it. Said get rid of the bookmarks. Bookmarks to be seen. Hide it, dude. Alright. It would have been awesome if they involved MCR developer for future content and paying him some salary. But now we have MCR in addition to the new content, which is also fine. Yeah, I thought there was, like, a thing about them picking him up for a design space, but I don't know what happened to that, and I don't think I will ever know that. Can we go to house designs? Like, oh my god, these are like modern shit. Oh, this is awful, dude. I don't ever want to be here. I don't want to be here. Alright, this is a little bit fucking weird. What were we gonna turn off? We were gonna turn off Stealth Bulks is fine. Speedster can come off because it is a approved mod, even though that I think it shouldn't be an approved mod. And then that is it. Do I have anything else that is on? That is a... I really should sort these better. Okay, we can do that. Load back up Deep Rock Galactic. Brace your ears, everybody, because Deep Rock Galactic is just... What are those mirrors? Okay, let's real quick before we get into the game, we're gonna look at some rooms because we were talking about this. What the fuck is this room? Why is there 2 chairs in front of the bed? Like, this is hell. This is absolutely hell. This thing is sliding around. You can't see my mouse. Hold up. Let me just do a screen capture. That's not it. Give me a second. I am fucking around with things. There you go. Now you can see my mouse. So, like, what the hell is this room? Also, hello, it's going well. There's 2, like, little planetarium mirrors, the things that you would see in convenience stores to stop you from stealing things. Your walk-in closet is a fucking sliding door, and then there's 2 cuck chairs for whatever reason. I don't understand what these... Why is it all bedrooms? There's a living room. That's at least normal. That is at least normal. This is also normal. But the problem with this one is most of the chairs aren't facing the TV. The only chair that is facing the TV is this one and that one right there. What the fuck's going on here? Okay, let's go back to the fucking let's go back to playing video games instead of deciding what hell space would you why have chairs in a bedroom? Dude, I don't know why you would have chairs in a bedroom. Like most of these designs have chairs in the bedroom. There's like a sofa there. Like this one, while being kind of terrible, is fine. The roof is way too high. This one is also fine, though those lights are god awful. Or having friends over while you watching you sleep. This one is uh, this one's in the attic, dude. 100% in the attic. What is the use of this one though? I wonder how many of these are AI generated. Like genuinely, I wonder how it. What is that fucking lamp? This is 100% AI generated, or somebody fucked up the blender with this lamp, dude. I don't want to be in any of these. Absolute 0%. That one's fine to live in. Yeah, that one, you know what? I picked this one for my living room because it's fine. God. What is this? Why have a sofa here? Like a weird sofa futon type thing at the foot of your bed. Does anybody have one of these things, or is it specifically for like interior design? And also I just saw the fucking lamp. What is that lamp, dude? Specifically for 4 children that you don't like because they're gonna like grow up and their legs are gonna have to bend. Okay, you know, let's go play some video games. Let's that I don't know why that reminded me of the specific chemical compound for making meth, but it did. All right, let's get out of here. I don't want to I don't want to look at those anymore. Oh my god. All right, what are we doing today? We are doing don't press the solo button. We are playing a on-site refinery mission. On-site refinery is completely fine. There is no problems with it. Oh, I mean, there is a lot of problems with on-site refinery. The main problems with on-site refinery is should just build these two just to get closer to that weapon framework. The big problems are it takes 5 seconds to build a pipeline. Repairing it doesn't really matter. I'm fine with having 5 seconds to repair it. But just building the pipeline being 5 seconds, it should be shortened down to like at minimum, if you are going to shorten it at any length and you want to do the minimum, 2.5 seconds per, just have it immediately. That'd be a wonderful thing. And then I think that's like it for it. Maybe increase the amount of bugs that spawn during the refinery phase, and that would be fine. And that's it. Like, yes, there is a bunch of issues with the oh, there's a bound goatee that I can make. That's fairly cheap. There's also a bunch of issues with ping and all that with the pipelines and stuff where you jump on a pipeline and it doesn't exactly pipeline correctly, but I don't think they can fix that at all. I think that is genuinely just the game's physics engine and your connection not playing nicely. Ghostly Pale is fairly cheap. We can also build that and see what we're gonna get from our weapon core. There is not very many ways to make that better. It's also just a complicated mission. You know, you could have Bosco build the pipelines, like ping Bosco, or ping the press E or whatever on it. We have an engineer overclock and we have a driller overclock. Or an engineer. We have Smart Trigger OS. Wonderful. Just tell Bosco to build the pipelines. Well, you don't always have Bosco. Very simply, you don't always have Bosco. You could be in like a multiplayer mission, and now somebody has to spend like at minimum like 20 seconds building a pipeline, and that is if there's 4 connections, which most likely there is not. There's probably going to be like 10 connections, which, you know, you go at 10 connections, 5 seconds each, that's 50 seconds. That's almost a minute that somebody is building a pipeline, doing nothing but holding E. Play with Smart Trigger? Do I even have the Loki unlocked? I do not. I do not have Loki unlocked, fortunately. I would play with Smart Trigger OS, but I am just trying to get Scout to level 25. And then build it together. Yeah, you could build it together, and then it would be 2.5 seconds per section, but it's still, I think it just should be 2.5 seconds per thing, because, like, what does it add to the mission to make that longer? Like, already, there is so many places where you hold E, the events, the newest thing, which is the elevator, has a bunch of, like, holding E as well. What happened to all my data? I still have it. It is just, this is the stream thing. I play on a clean save for it. So if I go into the save menu, you can see that this is my main save. This is where you see it in all the recordings and all that. This is the stream where I there's a cave weech. It's a cave weech. Found out that it's coming out January 29th. Yeah, it's coming out January 29th. That's what the... Well, okay. It's not confirmed that it's coming out the 29th, the 26th, or whatever. They just put down a teaser, or the, like, image for it a little bit ago. And inside of it, it has 01, 29, and 26 for it. So yeah, it is most likely coming out the 29th of this year in January. But, you know, it could be, you know, the 26th of January in 2029. That is somewhere where it could genuinely be. Hello, how's it going, Lavender? It's going fantastically well with, whatever the hell that thing was called. It was called... I'm not even going to try to attempt to make that uwu language, dude. I am absolutely 0% going to try. Alright, let's take care of all these Baja Buonacles. Buamaples? I don't have the lips for that, dude. I don't have the mental capacity to drop to go do that as well. So in 20 days, yes. And in maybe 5-ish days, experimental Season 6 will come out, and we'll start getting some videos on that shit. Which will be absolutely fun as hell, as well. And yes, I will be streaming it whenever it comes out. It should be... It's probably going to be a week. Next stream, whenever they drop it, will be Season 6 and experimental. Which will be absolutely fun. Is there a wave coming in, and I am just straight up still... Where was that guy? Hey, dude. What's going on? Just gonna get absolutely blasted by all the, by all the grunts and stuff. Now that they outsource the department, yeah. Hopefully they'll be just becoming every 6 months now. I do hope it's not, like, permanently outsourced to Invisible Walls. But if Invisible Walls is cooking with it, with the new season and all that, which, if you don't know who Invisible Walls is, it's the... That's just hell, dude. It is the developers that they outsourced Season 6 to, and if you don't know who those people are, well, I wouldn't blame you, because they've done not very much in the gaming world. Mostly, the biggest game that they did put down was a game called First Class Trouble, which is, I will just say it's an Among Us-like, because that's very simple to say, and everybody knows what Among Us is. It's a social deduction game where there's 2 imposters, and you are trying to figure out who the imposters are, while going through a series of levels trying to get to the control core of a high-tech, like, living space. It's like sci-fi stuff, and shut down the AI there that is making the imposters. So, did he just move through a thing, dude? But it is fairly highly polished, so it looks good. If you watched any, like, YouTuber that plays with a bunch of people, then you've probably seen First Class Trouble, which is what it is called. I don't know if I've ever said the name of it. And then they made, like, 2 other games that nobody has ever heard of. It's like a PvP game, a PvP, like, hero shooter, kind of. And then a game that I don't remember because it was so bland that my eyes rolled back into my head and I didn't even see it. But surprisingly, I actually did know about Invisible Walls before Season 6 came out. I've been fixing your sleep schedule and I've been able to catch much of your streams lately. Well, you know what? As long as you're, like, fixing something in your life, I don't care. You're making yourself better, probably. The Boneyards look really good. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to them. I'm absolutely looking forward to the Abandoned Ossuary or whatever it's called. I already forget what it's called. I know it has ossuary in the name. But what I'm hoping for, which I don't know if it's going to take a lot of processing power to do or how it's even, like, coded in, is I hope that there is a lot of bones on the ground and that when you're walking, you'll destroy the bones and make crunching sounds, or just, like, make crunching sounds in general when you're walking over bones. And that is what I hope. That would give my immersion to the maximum, dude. I do need some nitra as well. Also, I need to go into this other cave for the other refinery piece. This is not where the cave is. It is actually going off in that direction, like normal. I unironically love stalkers. I think you need some help. I'm kidding. You know, people can like certain things, and, you know, people can have, are entitled to their own wrong opinions and all that. But yeah. So you're entitled to your own wrong opinions, dude. I mean, stalkers are... I think they could be a good enemy added into the game. At the moment, I just have way too many problems with them to even think about calling them, like, a good enemy. But I can see where people will think that they are a good enemy. Like, they disrupt the normal flow of swarms where you're mostly focusing on bugs in front of you, and then something quick and identifiable comes, and now all of a sudden you just have a sound cue, and you need to stop what you're doing and go search for that creature. I can understand why people would like that. I just happen to not. And I don't think that enemy is for everybody. I don't think every enemy is for everybody. Everybody's gonna have one enemy that's like, oh yes, this guy absolutely unequivocally sucks. I never want to fight this enemy ever again. Anyway, let's do this rival router real quick, because the rival router shouldn't take that much time. Is basically useless already. Alright, unless there is a wave that spawns here, then we should be completely fine to do this. Okay, I need to listen. Put on your listening ears. Never mind, didn't even see my listening ears. Hey, wait, is there a wave? Is there a swarm happening? Or is this just the rival router? This is the rival router that happened. Here. Over here. You can hear the thing making noise, which is what helps you find it if you can't see it directly. And also you can always just look at the... You can always just look at the rival router to get a hold of it. I should not be standing on that side. I should be hoping Bosco can deal with all the shredders real quick. And it's done. That was fairly simple. Only one bug swarm spawned, and I didn't even, like, do this efficiently or exact at all because I missed it a lot, because, you know, it doesn't matter. I don't experience any audio issues with stalkers you've encountered, and I find their unique pathing fine, so they're okay. I find their pathing fine. It is literally just the audio issues. If they didn't have any audio issues, like, I know that it's a case-by-case basis, because some people don't have audio issues in this game, like combustive goo mix not being able to be turned down. I don't believe that's an issue for everybody. I think that is literally an issue for me and maybe a couple of other people. I don't know if it's an issue for everybody. I do know that it is not my computer, and it might be my copy of DRG. I don't know again. Why do I think it might just be my copy of DRG? It's, so, my copy of DRG, I played it on the Steam Deck, and it still had the bug on it. But maybe if I completely wipe my save, like absolutely remove everything, and play it again, maybe I won't have the bug. Maybe it's just like, oh, your save is old, so you get this bug for whatever reason. Which would be entirely weird, but I can see it happening. Absolutely and unequivocally see it happening. Now, that means it shouldn't happen on this save, but it might happen. Who knows? I'd have to check. I'd have to, like, get Sandbox Utilities and go check it myself. That could be something that I could do real quick. Guess I could, honestly. Since not everybody experiences that issue, and maybe that's also what's causing most of the Stingtail issues as well. I also think they just attack, they deal 50 damage. Can you name any other bug that isn't a Dreadnought that does 50 damage in a shot? And not a stationary either. Because what other bug does 50 damage and is very hard to see? And the answer is, not even the... I think actually the Acid Spitter is one that does 50 damage. It does like 60 damage at the max, because its rules are different. The Corner Shellback Acid, I think, does 68 or whatever. I'm not actually too sure. Also, where's the... I didn't even fucking see that. I think he does 50 damage. Don't grab me. Please don't grab me. It's not gonna grab me. I'm gonna get this time. He absolutely grabbed me. Bosco, can you please help me? I got hit by that guy, and now I'm just in hell, because I don't have ammo. This is why you always grab resupplies, dude. If there's a swarm happening, you should just grab a resupply, dude. You used to play on your laptop with extremely low settings. I use the more visible Stalkers mod, and they're much harder to see. Yeah, they are absolutely just much harder to see on low settings as well, and I wish that it was... Okay. I wish it was better on low settings as well. Can we get a resupply without, you know, getting absolutely harmed from the bugs, dude? Absolutely cooking with this. Don't grab me, dude. I'm just going to assume you'll be dead here soon. I just have to... Bosco, can you come here so that I can have a proper... Absolutely what I wanted from Bosco. Let's go. Micromanaging Bosco, very important thing to do. Even though that Bosco usually just does his own thing. Surprised that Acid Spitter is shooting at me. Usually Acid Spitters don't like to shoot you from that far away. They like to figure out what the hell they're doing for like a year before they do that. Since building a PC using normal graphics settings, I don't use the mod. Dude, I use the mod because I have issues with their sound, and that's it. That is the entire reason I use the dirty, stinky mod that makes them very visible. Because I seriously don't need the mod to see them. But it does make everything a lot easier, so, you know, maybe I'm complaining about too much. Too little? Who knows? Why is there a migration happening over here? Dude, I don't know. I don't care. Let's, I'm gonna have a little bit of a drinky drink. I guess I can talk about another issue that I have with them. you hear a Warden going off. The Warden is giving an insane buff to all the bugs. The Warden is also an insanely visible creature. And then you can pinpoint where it is if it was... You can pinpoint where it is, even if it's through a wall, because you can see the little glowing line going to all the other bugs about it. Now, imagine if the Warden was invisible, and it still did all that, and it didn't have any of the lines. How would people feel about the Warden now? But it's still making its noise. It is 100% still making its noise, it's just invisible now. I have a feeling that a lot of people would not like the Warden as much because of that, which is probably a lot of the reason why most people don't like the Stalker as well. It's just hard to... just invisible and it's hard to see and whatever. Totally a skill issue, though. Should just get better eyes. Alright, let's bring this stuff back. That's the wrong thing. Bosco, you can take that. I'm taking the cube. I want to eat the cube. What do you think this thing tastes like? I didn't realize it had RGB on it, dude. I have a mod that makes the Rival Tech stuff have RGB. I didn't realize that that also affected the data cubes. Kind of cool.
Data seal secured. This will look good on your performance review.
It does feel good to power attack a Stalker as well. I think Stalkers also shouldn't be immune to stun as well, because that just makes Fear even better, which Fear is already, like, super powerful. And, like, even if it's the Hululi Hoarder type of stun, where it is half a second and then it digs away, at least some classes that don't have access to Fear can still do something against a Stalker. Because I 100% bet that there is a much bigger prevalence of Stalkers being a problem on, like, aggressive bugs 1 and 2, where bugs are faster. Because the Stalkers, how their sound cue works, as far as I know, how it works, is when they get within 15 meters of you or 10 meters of you, I'm not too sure, they start making their audio cue for the thing. Or if they're idle, completely idle, not aggroed, they make their audio cue as well. But that's really what it seems like to me. So if a bug gets within 10 meters and can cross that 10 meters lickety-split, it's just, like, what the hell? It also makes It also makes Cryo insanely powerful against them. And I need Nitro. Just realized I need Nitro. Stop grabbing my fucking loot. Get out of here. I'm not sorry, I'll do it again. That's not good. That is insanely not good. I don't have a power attack. I love just hitting the bugs, thinking I have a power attack, and absolutely being wrong. And also, I don't know about goo, but I do know that fire is specifically nerfed against them because their douse rate is absolutely insane. Basically, if you're not hitting them with a fire nade, with something fire-based or heat-based, they are cooling off instantly. So when they unburrow, they're not taking any damage anymore. And I think that's a little bit ridiculous as well, specifically nerfing the flamethrower against them. I'm not too sure if goo is nerfed against them as well, but, like, why is the cryo cannon so powerful against them if fire is not? That's like 50% of the time that you're playing the game, you're gonna get a Stalker on your mission if you're playing on Swarms anyway. If you're not playing on Swarms, then it's a lot lower of a chance, probably like a 30% chance that you're playing a game. I need to reload because I don't have Born Ready. A wonderful time. You're just like, your build's kind of worse. Which, yes, stun is a lot better with missions with the specific dudes, the septic spreaders. It is absolutely goated against them. Everything else, it's like, whatever. I know that I will say that, like, the seasons blend together for me, but the Stalker really feels out of place in all the season stuff. And I kept saying that they were released along at the same time as Stingtails and the other one, which is... Why are you building the... Bosco? What the fuck are you doing? Bosco's doing things, and I'm not too sure what the hell he's doing, but he is absolutely doing things. I thought they released alongside the Septic Spreaders and the Stingtails, and while on-release Stingtails were absolutely nutty with how fast they grabbed you and kept grabbing you, now they are... There's only a real big problem if there's multiple of them, or if they're on a wall, which, you know... Yeah. They're not that big of an issue anymore. And then Septic Spreaders. A lot of people apparently hate Septic Spreaders a lot. And I don't get the hate for them. They are a very annoying enemy. I will be very clear on that. But I feel like they are a fairly balanced enemy in the fact that they make a noise before they attack you. The attack can be shot down. And then the biggest issue with them is hitting their weak point, because for some reason their mouth isn't a weak point. But, you know, who cares? I'm sorry. Whatever the hell your name is. Woo bug. Their mouth isn't a weak point for some reason. They are insanely fast for whatever reason. Because apparently they just want to be... Is this the same two breaks? The same pipeline? The same pipeline, dude. Probably just grab a resupply. Yeah, toss that down as well. And the best part of it all is they turn on a dime. So if you face them and start spinning around them, there is a 0% chance that you can hit the weak point. Like, full on. There's always going to be a chance that you can hit the weak point from the front, because you can just shoot at its side and eventually you'll be able to hit it. Alright? But there is a 0% chance that they are not... They're gonna turn around and do whatever or get messed up. They will just face you no matter what you do, which is a terrible enemy design, and I will always rag on it whenever I see it, because bugs have weight, dude. This guy, he's slowed down slightly. He takes time to see me, dude. I can spin around him and relatively, like, he will slow down and will take time to, like, spin around. It's not instant. The bugs take time to do that shit. But the Septic Spreaders and all of them still will do it. Like, I can show it off with the Presser over here. You know what? Let's see it with the Stingtail. Can the Stingtail face me 100% of the time? Maybe. I fucking fell, so I can see it. No, I mean the Bosco pipeline and thing that... Yeah, no, that... I don't understand how that happened. I assume that it's because I didn't ping exactly the break. He went up to the next section. So yeah, like, he's not facing me 100% of the time. He is giving time to actually, like, me see his backside. He has an attack animation that plays, you know, all sorts of things that are happening right there. And the Stingtail, or the Septic Spreaders, will face you even in the middle of their fucking attack animation. Like, bugs also, yeah, as Lavender is stating, bugs have roaring animations, and Septic Spreaders also have roaring animations. And they can even turn during the roaring animation. Let's see if we can get a bug to roar. Come on. Somebody has to do it here. Yeah, that guy. He's not moving while he's doing that. He cannot move while he is standing there and roaring. It happens a lot in solo play. I don't know if it happens a lot in multiplayer play, but Dreadnoughts also have that animation as well. Also, the fucking prop pods here, and I'm not even, like, doing anything. Bye, Fate, gotta go. Have fun, Goon. I'm glad that you're back home from Florida, and I hope you had a good time in Florida and all that, you know, all sorts of things. I had a friend named Goon a while back. I wonder how he's doing. He lived in California, of all fucking places. Well, I say California is a shithole, but I've never actually been to California, so I don't really know if it's a shithole. Yeah. But that is, like, the biggest nail in the coffin for any modded enemy, any enemy in the game. Sentinels, also, from Hiveguard, have this issue as well, is when they turn to face you, because they don't have a weight for whatever reason, or, like, the turn radius rate, or whatever the mod or call for it is, that is set to 0 for whatever reason. And it just makes them feel out of place. It is highly noticeable. I'm pretty sure stalkers don't have a turn radius, so that you'll actually notice them turning to get you. Yes, they are faster, because if you ping the stalker, it gets 50% faster for, I think it should stay the same speed. If you have to do a speed up on it, just make it... Oh, we have a fun mission here. Fun mission. Absolutely fun. Can I play with any of the other things? Dude, I am so tired of playing with GK. And all these things. I can hear the acid goo move in their whatever part that holds the goo in their ass. And definitely the worst with the turning issue. It's because they're big. It's far more noticeable on big enemies. And if you play with any modded enemies, you'll notice it mostly on the modded enemies as well. Like modded Praetorians from MCR, they all have that issue. Where you cannot attack their weak point at all. And they also don't have a, like, good... That is a nemesis as well. You can't tell, but my eyes just rolled so far back into my head, being like, oh, that's a nemesis, I have to deal with that shit. And by deal with that shit, I mean, I don't have to deal with that shit. Bosco can deal with it, because Bosco is going to be dealing with it. I don't want to deal with any of that. Of course, I will deal with the Betsy, because the Betsy is really, really, really easy to deal with. And I kind of hope that I can get the Betsy before the Nemi comes in. Navu Glaze left the game, probably because he saw that I was an unpromoted scout and thought, oh, that's fucking weird. Why is an unpromoted scout playing this game? Brother, I'm playing modded. Alright. Let's go. When you're doing the black box and they shoot you from behind a cliff with wall hack or something. And then my response to that is, shoot the projectile. Like, you can shoot the projectile down. That is something that happens. Yeah, the projectile might be moving fast as hell, and maybe you're playing Driller or something, but if you're in co-op, somebody should be shooting it down. There is a counterplay to it. Now, not every class has that counterplay, which I think is kind of terrible, but, you know, there is some counterplay to that. You need to worry that Bosco will attack the Betsy. I hope that Bosco attacks the Betsy. I hope Bosco, however, well, actually, Nemi's here. Well, we are now in the Nemi hell. We are now in certified hell, because Nemesis is now locked onto me and actually can go through the floor there. Yeah, that's something else. Okay, so how are we dealing with Nemi? Nemi has a lot of HP, and also has a lot of armor. And the armor is breakable in certain places. I guess we just, like, hope to Carl that he doesn't grab me whenever I walk by him, because we are just going to be spinning around him for a while. There's one battery down. There's another battery down. He should be almost dead now. Team, I just leave the area and search and destroy. Probably for the best, to be honest. A lot of the time. It's just... Playing the game, it's just a lot of fun just to, like, walk into a room, aggro literally everything, and just, like, systematically kill everything. That is always going to be a fun time. I am not close enough, please. He is gone. Thank you, Bosco. That was all Bosco. Yes, I did help, but, like, that was mostly Bosco dealing with him, making him stay in, because he is not immune to... He is not immune to slowdown, as he probably should be, because I think patrol bots are also immune to slowdown for whatever reason. See, look at that! This bug here, the Glyphid Praetorian here, the Glyphid Praetorian has a 30% movement speed bonus, so it's faster than normal Praetorians. It has a spit where you can get behind it that's not pretty much instant. And then, even then, if I do this, it still takes time. Bosco is shooting it, so it is slower. It's not exactly 30% faster. But it still takes time for it to spin around to get me. So if I do this, it walks that way. Then it walks back, it's now 30% slower. You get that. Alright. And then this bastard down here. Yeah, look at him. He's trying to run away from me. But now he's facing me. Okay, now he's 30% slower. He's on a wall. Just... What is this bullshit with him? That was probably the, like... I'm trying to show off the fact that they're bullshit, and he's trying to not to... He's trying to show the teacher that he's not cheating. is what that's happening. That felt fucking weird, seeing that shit. I'm surprised that Menace just, like, died instantly, dude. Alright, well, we can take care of the Betsy. Let's, deal with the Menace, though. Actually, there's a full-on just wave coming in. That's... Alright, well, everybody please get together. Everybody get together and just please die. I should probably not get hit by an acid spitter, even though that it is wonderful. I'm reloading. I almost got hit by that guy, but I did not. I almost walked into the stalker, dude, thinking I had a gun, and not realizing that it's not even reloaded at all. Okay, is the stalker gonna be an asshole? No, the stalker's not gonna be an asshole. How are you, like, still around, dude? Septic spreaders as they spam area denial anti-air from out of line of sight. Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair. But, again, I will always say that you can shoot it down. Now, I will say not every class can shoot it down, and I think every class should be able to shoot down their projectile. Like, Driller should be able to, if he has Wave Cooker, should be able to just Wave Cooker him and just immediately shut it down. Flamethrower should be able to do that. You know, all of those should be able to shoot... Oh god, we have to deal with Betsy right now. Please, Bosco. Whatever. We just have to deal with it. Okay, well, goodbye, Betsy, I guess. Do I jump in there with her? I don't think so. Because that would be a bad decision. Okay, so the reason why I rushed Betsy is because... The reason why I think Betsy is so easy to deal with in solo is because... Okay, this man is literally not paying attention to where I'm standing. I am so surprised he didn't fucking hit me. Dude, you didn't even hit me. That is insane that you didn't do that. Or you have friendly fire and I just fucking lived for whatever... Oh, that's a bolt. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful time that is. Where's that bolt? There it is. Can I help you all? Can I actually help you? Being an asshole? Oh my god. Whatever, I'm just gonna repair Betsy and hope to god... Why did everybody, like... I was playing solo for so long, and now it's just like... Everybody is here all at once. Okay, well, that's not my problem anymore. Let's hope everybody else can deal with that shit. But you aren't Scout, it's a high attention cost, yeah. They are very attention-hoary. They really do want your attention. And basically it is consuming all of your ammo. But if you are Scout, you should just, like, leave the area and go kill it, because, you know, Scout has the easiest time to kill them. It should shoot maybe two shots before a Scout can go over there and just murder the hell out of it. Apparently everybody wants me to pull this egg for whatever reason. MCR Betsy is such a menace. This is like Betsy on vacation. It is like Betsy on a fucking vacation, dude. It really is. Betsy on MCR, most of the reason why I have a problem with Betsy in MCR is you can't just, like, blitz her down. She has, like, invulnerability state. You get her, like, 30% of the way done, and she's just, like, she says, nah, you, and is now just immune to damage. For whatever reason. And I don't like that about her, but I understand why it's, like, fine for it. I understand why it exists. It's so that you can't just blitz through a section and not like, interact with that one section. You know, if there was a Stalker a part of that... I'm out of ammo. If there was a Stalker a part of that, I would just be absolutely and unfortunately cooked alive with that wave. I should deal with that guy. Come here. Never mind, he's dead. I don't have to deal with him. Where is... Dude, playing in multiplayer makes me realize how often people bring, like, ECR, some of the the good shit for classes. It makes sense that the creatures are very nasty. I wish there was a more counterplay to some of the bugs. That's really it. Like, as I said, Driller being able to hit the projectiles from whatever it is, and also having quality of life with their freaking spin attack and whatever. And then, you know, having actual, what is it? Grabbing batteries in the middle of the war zone? Dude, I'm Scout. What the hell do you want me to do? Like, what? I am lighting the cave for other people to deal with this shit. Oh, we have all the eggs out already. We should probably put them in. Which season is the best season? Well, guess which one I'm playing. What is the thumbnail from, brother? The thumbnail is from... Give me this. Give me this. Christ, he's still alive. And also, I heard the... What am I... Where is it? Is it up here? Dude, I cannot tell where the battery is. The music is too fucking loud. I remember where the battery is. Give me up here. It's literally here. We saw at the very beginning. It's Season 2. I like Season 2. Season 2 is probably my favorite season. I mean, it's the one that I definitely played the most of. It added in the secondaries, QoL, Wave, all of those guys. Pardon me. None of that is my issue. I do not care about any of those bugs. As soon as everybody came in, which biome would you be the most comfortable to live in? Also asking chat. Like, salt pits would be dry as hell since it's all salt. It would fuck up your nose and it would fuck up your breathing so much. Because it's just dry as all get out. I think most people would say Azure Wheel because it's just nice. It actually has a living place. Fungal Bogs would probably be also absolutely hell on your, like, breathing system, your lungs and all that. It would probably just be Azure Wheeled to be the good one. Crystalline would also be okay. Hollow Bow, everybody would hate because, like, every other day you would have to cut away vines from your planet or from your place.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
And then there's Magma Core would be hot as hell. Glacial Strata would be cold as hell. Salt Pits would also be dry, but would be fine. Not literally, not Salt Pits. Sandblasted Corridors would be fine to be in. Sandblasted would just be dry because of all the sand and all that stuff. Radioactive Exclusion Zone is literally radioactive. I don't think I have to explain why you would never want to live there. And then there is... Did I hit all the ones? Dense Bio would also be good, but you would have to like weed whack jellies every once in a while. Like, take out an actual weed whacker and just go around in the air going like, get the fuck out of here, you mean bastards. So I think it's Azure Wield or Dense Bio is really, like, the only two options people have to, like, live. And maybe Abandoned Ossuary as well, but the beetle, you would have to worry about being absolutely ruined for beetles. But Abandoned Ossuary, I know it's not called Abandoned Ossuary, alright? It's probably called something else. I just know it's called Ossuary. Because every single area is named two things. I just don't remember what the first thing is for it. You know what? I can just go look, you know? Let's get these things out and then walk into the thing. Let's go check the Season 6 and it's confirmed. Coming soon, Relics of Hoxus. Ossuary Depths is what it's called. Depths is the end name. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know why I call it Abandoned Ossuary. It sounds better than Ossuary Depths. I don't like Ossuary being the start. I guess is the reason why I don't like it. Who knows, dude? Okay, well I'm going to take more sippies. Yeah, I think Azure Wield. Let's go check. Hollow Bow, no. Fungus Bogs, no. Salt Pits, no. Glacial Strata, no. Radioactive Exclusion Zone, no. Sandblasted Corridors is okay. Magma Core would be hot as hell. So it's Crystalline, Azure Wield, and Dense Bio being the best ones to be in. And everybody fucking left. As soon as we got done, everybody left. I got that default scout drip. Yeah, I do. I actually... Like, the only reason I would ever change the cosmetics is if I want to get, like, a different glove set. Because that's the only reason I would ever change cosmetics. Those are the only things I care about, because that's the only thing I can see on my character. And the default scout drip, perfectly fine for that. And also I changed the colors of the gun. We're gonna change the color. That could look pretty cool. What would be the coolest one on this? No, let's just leave it as that. Don't tell me this man's playing a fucking scout.
Rock and stone, brother.
And for somebody said Plaguefall being their favorite, which is fine. I just think Plaguefall got introduced, and now looking back on it, it was a pretty flat season. Which, yes, Season 2 is a pretty flat season, because what did it add? It added secondary weapons, which is a very big change. It added rival presence, I believe. And it added Nemesis. So basically the biggest thing was the secondary weapons. The Boneyards, first part of the name, I don't know how to type it. It means bones from SNIS. I hope I remember. Ossuary? Let's see. Ossuary. Eating. Ossuary, a container or room which bones of dead people are placed. Yeah, it's like the crypts in France. Yeah. I can see. Yeah, I mean, I understand why that is. Where does it come from? I wonder where the word ossuary comes from, like if it's Latin or if it's French or something. Let me just go check real quick. Reopen last closed tab, please. It is definition from Oxford. Where did it come from, though? Give me a Wikipedia article. Wikipedia. Tester box containing human remains. It is Latin. Os as in Latin. And then wary is nothing. So yes, it is a Latin phrase. It always reminds me of, what is it called? It's in that game. Yeah, that one game. Absolutely. It's, Void Cells? Dead Cells? Dead Cells is what it's called. Get grabbed, idiot. Macwera grabber. Wonder if the healing pillars and Ashirs are also anti-aging. The healing pillars? You mean the error henge and all that? The damage resistance ones? They could be. I completely forgot that they fucking existed. Dude, that guy just lit me the hell up. I kind of forgot that they had an acid attack and that he was going to do that attack. Hi? He's just not going to shoot for some reason? Okay. Makes absolute fucking sense. Where's that grabber? Dude, I don't know where the fuck that grabber is. It is just somewhere. But didn't you find out where the name comes from? Sorry if this is dumb. Yeah, it's Latin. It's just a Latin. It is just a Latin name. Dude, that man... Did that sucker make any noise? Can anybody, like, actually tell me if that stalker made any noise? This is the reason why I run the mod. Because I can't... I didn't hear him previously. Also, why is there so many bugs? Want to face me? Thank you. Also, Gunner hasn't thrown a single shield. He's also not been damaged. Get out of here. I heard the noise and immediately realized, oh yeah, their pathing is up. Did you catch my question? If you had to replace your head with any vegetable, which one would you choose and why? Well, very simply, a pumpkin. A pumpkin. I can carve it to be a face, dude. I could be like the stereotypical Halloween dude. There's a reason why you always see the thing. It's a gourd. Be the stereotypical Dullahan, dude. Dude, so I used to know the Headless Horseman as just the Headless Horseman, and as soon as I realized it was called a Dullahan, it was just every single day was... No, I want to fucking get out of here. As soon as I realized it was called a Dullahan, it just starts. Everybody starts calling it Dullahan now. And also, the first time I saw a Headless Horseman, or at least like in any fiction or anything like that, was a anime where it's an anime girl who happens to be headless, but you know she wears a motorcycle helmet over her head and rides a motorcycle, and I watched that anime a little bit whenever I was growing up. So that's like the first time I ever saw a Dullahan. I'd pick broccoli, always regrowing more heads. Oh my god. Kinda looks like hair too, dude. I can call some hair broccoli hair already. God. Dude, I hate how much damage that does. Get out of here. I really do hate how much damage do those guys do. They deal an insane amount. I think it is 68 damage. Like poison damage or explosive damage or whatever. Let's go check. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check the most reliable source of information possible. I'm going to go check the Miner's Manual. Get me back to Bestiary, please. And then go check... We haven't killed a Frost Bomber yet? That is insane. They deal that much damage. Okay, let's actually go see how much damage they deal. My bookmarks are gone. Give me my bookmarks back, dude. That's not it. That is still not it. Fine, we won't... I put away my bookmarks because I showed my screen on stream. There you go, that's what it's called. That's why I turned them off. And then let's scroll all the way down to Shellback. Shellbacks deal 68 damage on Hazard 5 with 4 players, so I got hit with a 60 damage attack. I'm sorry, Gunner, you shouldn't be able to see. That's my bad. And by my bad, I mean, I'm distracted gaming, dude. This is how you should always play the game. Welcome to the most informative place of all time, dude. The Miner's Manual. Absolutely informative. And you know what's the best part about the Miner's Manual? You know what's the best part about the Miner's Manual? It straight up fucking lies to you. Where is it? Weakness. Do they actually have a melee weakness? Like, actually? Hold up. I need to go look that shit up. Stalker. If they take 50% more damage to it, that's insane. That is actually insane. I thought there was a lie here somewhere. Oh, yeah. These are all lies. You see where it says weaknesses and resistances? They don't actually tell you their weaknesses and resistances. This guy is actually weak to electric damage, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, he takes 10% more damage to lightning, or to electric, which is technically weakness. This guy doesn't actually show off his weakness. The Exploder. They take 10% more damage, or 25% more damage to melee damage, but it doesn't say that. So, thank you, Miner's Manual, for also being a liar. I just insta-killed him, holy. Anything else that I can see? Oh, let's go take a look at the bulk detonator, since that's also fairly interesting. Bulk detonator. Resistance to explosion. Good. And then corner shellbacks and all that. Corner shellbacks' weakness is fire, which is wrong, and cryo, which is wrong as well, depending. So, they do actually have a weakness to corrosive, to cryo, and to fire, but only while, like, walking or, like, unfurled. Otherwise, they have a resistance to it. Where is this shit? Oh, it's in the hole over here. Okay. Crawlers, I don't know, man. The fucking Miner's Manual is so wild. Sweet dreams. Alright, I should dip. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. Okay, you have a wonderful night, Lavender. I'm glad that you did show up for the small time you did. Every bit helps, and I hope you have wonderful dreams. Dream about... I don't know, dream about Metroid or something. Dream about... So do bolts do around 25 more damage than shellbacks? Seems alright. Do bolts actually do 25% more damage? I mean, you know, it's only, you know, 224 on Hazard 5 solo. Oh, the AoE projectile actually does less than the Hellfire, like the Slam Jam. No, they do more. Never mind. I'm lying to you. Straight up lying. I don't actually have flares. I'm going to... I didn't think I had a shot left. I thought I was just going to bounce off of him very weakly and just, like, caress his cheek, dude. Alright, I'm going to toss that there. I need to get vamped, dude. I'm missing vamped so much. I also just grabbed a resupply, and, like, already I'm almost dead. Because I just haven't been doing anything with my... Yeah, you... Face me. Look at him. Look at him go. I'm not going to allow him to actually shoot, but look at him go. Dude, Driller has Ice Spear specifically dealt for dealing with septic spreaders. What a based overclock, dude. Absolutely and unequivocally based. Alright. Let me actually get the stream. I call shellbacks roly-polies. I know that's... Okay, listen, roly-poly... There is so many different names for pill bugs, for roly-polies, for all of those different... For those types of isopods, dude. Like, actually. And I find that insanely interesting that every, like, demographic of people who has seen roly-polies or pill bugs or shellbacks just have their own variation of what they call them. That is so weird. Yeah, if the miner's manual is right, it is usually not. And I wish it was a... I wish it actually told you they take X amount of more damage in this state. I know that there could be, like, some like, over-information. But I'm fine with over-information, alright? Personally, I've been playing this game for so long that I think, oh yeah, taking 25% more damage should be a thing that should be known. And also for dreads, like, hey, if you're bringing cryo or if you're bringing goo, they're just going to be taking this less damage. And then people will stop playing Driller on Sabotage, or not Sabotage, Oh yeah, that's right, let's take a look at Caretaker. Have I killed a Caretaker on this side yet? I have killed a Caretaker. Yeah, it doesn't tell you its weaknesses. It doesn't... God. Well, let's go look at a Caretaker real quick. What weaknesses does a Caretaker have? Caretaker takes 160% more damage to corrosive. It takes 5% more damage from fire and 20% from cryo. Like, and 45 resistance to explosive, which would make people stop bringing, like, explosives on the mission. Like, they would just force people to bring Leadstorm if they actually had information. No, you can bring anything that you want into Sabotage and still come out on the other side, but, like, a 160% weakness to cryo, or to corrosive, dude. Like, actually insane. And that's not listed in the miner's manual. For whatever fucking reason, that is not listed, dude. And I don't know why. Oh, I need to get more ammo real quick. Yeah, I know that's gonna be charging not as fast, and I don't really care. I hate the drop pod hitbox, dude. Oh, I heard a septic spreader. Where did it come from? Where is it? Not up here. Where is that septic spreader? Is it over here? Dude, whoever knows where that septic spreader is, I certainly don't. I just certainly have absolutely no idea. I was going to go kill it. It is not to be found. Did Driller just run out of ammo? Also, I didn't even realize that there was a resupply right there. Today, I am not existing. I need to go back to the stream. Only a week away, dude. It is genuinely like a week away. Experimental. I am so fucking surprised. I thought Driller was about to C4 that area, which is why I backed up. But I am, smoking the copium for that. That is so many bugs. There he is. There's the septic spreader. Yet that shot still hit me. After you get everything and complete the seasons, what do you do now? Yeah, play for fun. Is really what I like. I've completed the game such a long time ago, and now my genuine fun is just like doing stupid builds in DRG, like doing viewer builds and recording it, and also resetting. Like if I didn't stream this game at all, or didn't record this game at all, I would be one of the people coming like back for the seasons and all that. Like just get everything in the season and then stop playing until the next season, and then get everything in the season, stop playing until next season. That is how I would probably just play the game. But now, because I'm recording and all that, I'm now playing the game every single day, and it's still fine. Because it is fine to play the game every update and get everything that you want and then leave it for a while. Like, that's just how games go. There is no shame in doing that for any game. And then there's also the time when the grind isn't worth the fucking juice. Or the squeeze. It ain't worth the squeeze, or whatever the hell the metaphor is called. Alright. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Job done. Drop pod is ready. Time to leave.
Alright, I am back. Have I streamed Helldivers before? I have, actually. I have played Helldivers on stream. I haven't done any videos on Helldivers. Maybe I should do a video on Helldivers just explaining just how I actually enjoy the game, and maybe I would...
Could you please hurry up? We're leaving.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Rock on.
Dude, I've been on that side of the ping. It's a wild experience. It's an absolute wild experience getting hit by a slasher attack that you know shouldn't have hit you. I enjoy Helldivers a very particular way. I don't enjoy the, like, 9 and 10, but I do enjoy 8 a significant degree, so I just literally stay on 8. And I'm also just... I enjoy my one build, and that's about it. I just play that build. Like, I like recoilless, I like autocannon, and those are the things that I like to play with. And I just don't touch anything else. And I really should play with, like, you know, the other bad builds, or not bad builds, the other builds out there. Like Warp Pack and all of that. But I just can't bring myself to, like, do that shit. I like the way that I play the game. Wait, are you telling me that I can't light this guy on fire? I need the KPI terminal, like, real bad. Like, actually, I need the KPI terminal, like, real bad. And I also like my very particular set of guns, and I don't like branching out, because they just feel weird. I should really just start bringing out everything. Oh, give me in there. World. That monster just knocked me out of the freaking Nitra den, dude. Why? Well, he already located a resonance crystal. Is that the one that's literally right next to us? That's like right next to us. Yeah, you know what? We could do a Helldiver stream as one of the extra streams for next week. I can see myself doing that. So, how I have been doing my videos is I don't do a video whenever it's D&D day, but I will try to at least do a... What is it called? A short, pretty much every day that I do a video. Roughly. Maybe I could start doing shorts of the streams, because there's been some funny things that happen in the streams, and I just need to take a... The problem is I need to go back into my streams. There's no, like, set marker for a stream in YouTube, at least. When I found out how to put money into PlayStation 5 and buy games, I always wanted to play Deep Rock Galactic. Now I can't stop playing it. It scratches an itch that you didn't even know that you had. Well, that is fantastic that it scratches an itch that you didn't even know that you had. I got hit by a slasher, dude. Deep Rock Galactic is a very special game. It hits the, like, swarm thing that my brain likes. Because I like playing, Vermintide and all that. But it also scratches that casual side where I can play, like, the hardest difficulty, or, like, quote-unquote the hardest difficulty, which is Hazard 5, and then Hazard 5 Plus a little bit. Like, genuinely mindlessly. Because if I do that in Vermintide and all that, I am sitting there fucking critiquing my, like, everything, like, oh, can I go in? Can I do this ability? Oh, I need to do this ability now. And it is just me focusing up. And I don't like that. That is not how I like playing games. I don't like it, dude. So I'm glad that this game is easy enough for a actual, like, full-on gamer, because this game is casual when you come talk about difficulty in this, and when you actually start getting into the difficulty into it, you find out that the game starts to become easier and just easier and easier until you can be like me and beat most missions without any overclocks and without any upgrades. And now you're just like, well, what else do I do? And at least there is mods for it. Hey, look, we got the Praetorian Swarm, dude. This only can happen in multiplayer. This specific swarm. What a wonderful... After 2K hours of Vermintide, you can play that game casually on the highest... Yeah, and there's another thing. I didn't get that big into Vermintide as well. Even though that is fun. It is absolutely fun. And also, I definitely did start mindlessly playing Darktide, because Darktide I did get more into than Vermintide. You like consuming and farming in massive games, yeah. I played a little bit of Warframe, not a whole ton of it. it was a definite experience. I stopped playing right before Plains of Edelon came out. And I think I have like 400 hours in it or some bullshit. Basically, I got the frames that I liked, which was Mesa and Frost. And I think there was another frame that I liked, but I don't remember what it was. And I leveled them up, and then I got those guys done, and like what was I doing then? I was just leveling up frames, cycling them out for other frames, and that was it. And I'm just like, I don't want to play that anymore. And I was also doing moon runs as well to make money, like actual full-on real in-game money. Because I had a friend that we did moon runs in, and then we would each get the thing, and we would sell them for platinum to people who didn't want to do moon runs or whatever. And I got, like, it just became a job, is what happened. It literally just became a job. Can't play mindlessly on aggressive bugs. I don't think I'll ever play... So, maybe for a video, I should touch tough bugs and aggressive bugs and player vulnerability at some point, because I legitimately have only played those things once. I only played Hazard 5 All exactly once since it came out. And that is not a lie. I don't think I'll ever actually fully play it. And I did it for a video idea. It was just like, hey, let's take Cryo Driller on this thing and see how it goes. Where the fuck is this thing? Dude, why don't they make the noise? There it is. It's literally, I dug like in both directions around it, dude. After 2 months of playing Darktide, only my mouse hand wrist started to hurt, so I stopped. Yeah, probably for the best, dude. Yeah, RSI, repeated stress injury, and, you know, carpal tunnel will do that to you. Oh my god. It's also the fact that I can't enjoy Darktide solo. I have to be playing with other people because the bots are fucking brain dead. And with DRG, I can enjoy it solo, and I can also enjoy it with people. Just based on the fact that Bosco is such a goddamn Chad. Because Bosco, if you don't think Bosco's a Chad, dude, Bosco can literally do everything. Maybe I should do a video where it just, like, no dwarf. It is, I am just controlling Bosco to go finish the mission and stuff. I mean, it would literally just be, I'm playing Scout, grappling around. I don't think that's a good video. I do not think that is a good video anymore. For about half a second, I thought it was. Okay, so it's this level, behind, like, this way. Hello, Gunner. I am here. I am also going to go figure out where this thing is, and it's going to, like, wrap around. There's a leech in the hallway, brother. There's a leech in the hallway. Yeah, it's probably because it's like, oh, well, it's probably because, it, like, reloaded or something, I don't remember. I need to take a look at my stream delay just to actually look at it, because it is delayed slightly on my end. Let's see if I can change anything about that. I'd probably have to do it next stream, to be honest. You're not the first person to talk about the stream delay, though, is the problem, so it might be something on my end. It also could be the fact that you're on the other side of the fucking planet, so who knows? Maybe, maybe YouTube has ping as well, dude. Makes the game hard in a fun way. On the other hand, I totally hate vulnerability. One of the laziest things, like, that devs can do to make a game harder is increase bug HP and bug damage. Or, not bug damage, just NPC damage and NPC HP. That is the laziest ways that they can make the game harder. Some of the most interesting ways that devs have made the game harder is lowering the HP of you and also lowering the HP of enemies. So more engagements are like quicker and all that. And that is from those things. Where the fuck is this Brute Nexus, dude? This Brute Nexus is somewhere, and I don't know where. Where the hell did this thing go? I saw the thing. Dude, where did the... There? Did I just see it? Where is he? Where's the Fester Flea, dude? Dude, where the fuck are all the Fester Fleas? If you want to hit the drill elevator, I'll be there eventually, but like... It went away from me. Is it in this hallway? No, it is absolutely not in this... Get there first? Yeah, I need to get there first.
Lights up!
Get on board the drill elevator. It won't move until you're all on it.
If you want to call down a resupply, go right ahead, brother. I'll be there to grab it eventually. I also found the Brute Nexus. It was right next to the drill elevator. What was I saying? I don't actually remember. Let's look at this. So such a simple way to make enemies harder, but stop that. And the fun way to make the game harder is making the bugs faster and making it so that the more bugs there are. Like, there are good ways to make the game harder and make games harder, like adding more variations to attacks for basic enemies and bosses, also a good way. Adding another phase to a boss, also a good way. Kind of the same thing, but also good. Making the parry timers, like, harder, or making shielding not existent for some things, or whatever the hell have you. Anything to give players more to think about than this enemy has 20% more HP, or I'm taking 20% more damage. Because if you are absolutely goated at the game, the hardest difficulty and the easiest difficulty, if you just increase player damage, or player vulnerability and player, the other one, enemy HP, it plays out the exact same way. It doesn't matter what it actually is. The one that, like, who gives a shit? So if you do, like, oh, enemies deal more damage, but also you deal more damage to the enemies, you're gonna play out the game a lot differently than just, like, normal. I'm just hitting it. Who gives a shit? Driller or Gunner, where are you? Eve, what the fuck was that, dude? You saw that shit? You saw that shit? He fucking bounced off of my head all the way over there. That is absolutely insane, dude. Oh my god, we are also absolutely cooking alive. Don't worry, Gunner. I got all this shit. I got repairing, you don't need to worry about anything. Okay, well, I'm taking, like, a bunch of damage. I mean, in development time, the simple answer of giving things more damage and more enemies is just, like, the smart decision for making difficulties. And there's no real reason not to do that. If you want to have the game have difficulty sliders. And also you should... Every game should have a journalist mode. It's just every single game. I need to play on aggressive bugs. You know what? Maybe for the next few missions or recordings, I should play on aggressive bugs and just see how it is. It might make the game feel a lot different. And already I like don't have 100% pass rate in MCR with swarms. It is 100. It's probably like a 70% pass rate on swarms too in MCR. and then in base game, if I'm not playing it, it's like 100%. Did I type something wrong about the difficulty? I probably just read it wrong. So simple, just make enemies hit harder, but it's overused. I get it. Oh yeah. I just didn't read it all, or I didn't comprehend the full statement, because that's also a problem that I have. It's like, I read things to... It doesn't help the fact that I am mildly dyslexic, and the fact that I read things very quickly and don't comprehend the full thing. I need to, like, take a breather every once in a while. My fat brain trying to remember things doesn't help. RS and the main weapon is the guitar. Dude, the Warframe that you're talking about reminds me of Mad Max a lot, because there's a section in Mad Max where there's people riding on the cars and going and flames are shooting out of the guitar, dude. Might come out this month. It's probably guaranteed. Yeah, it's a fantastic thing that's coming out on the 29th is the main possibility for that to come out. I don't really like ECR, IDKY. I don't like ECR, and I can clearly tell you. See me bounce on your head? Yeah, dude, you were so far fucking up. So, the reason why I don't like ECR is because it is the best overclock on Loki. It is count to 3, release, count to 3, release, count to 3, and that's it. There's no gameplay there besides wanting to count to 3, and that's it. It's such a fucking weird overclock. And it's insanely powerful for no apparent reason. Why is there a fear? Okay, we have to, like, you can, like, protect me while I dig this, okay? Why is there a fear on the explosion? I don't... why? Does there have to be? Hi, loot bug. Yeah, imagine that, but a weapon that you can use in Warframe, and just, like, there is a cartoon that I watched whenever I was growing up. It's a horse and a donkey, like, they're companion. I think it might have been dog, actually. They're like cowboys, and he says his name, raises up a guitar, and just bashes people over the head with it. It was like a bit for a lot of other TV shows as well. I don't remember what that cartoon was called, or what that little bit was called. I should go look that up. I really should. Let's just hope Gunner can protect me enough so that I can go look that shit up. Or where the hell is the thing? Where is Molly? Molly? There she is. Where did she go? Was there an easier way to go than the hole that I made? Apparently there was an easier way to go than the hole that I made. Okay. I mean, most people don't like Loki because of the ammo economy as well. Okay. I need to back up as well. Alright, old cartoon. You know what, I'm gonna look up old cartoons and see what it shows me. Shows me the Jetsons, Flintstones, Scooby-Doo. Those are all fine. And then I see fucking Total Drama Island, and I hate it. I hate it here. Quick Draw McGraw was his name. He's the protagonist of the Quick Draw McGraw show. He's an anthropomorphic white horse wearing a red Stetson cowboy hat and a red holster belt. And he hits people over the head with a guitar while saying Al Kabong. That's what would be a good OC to make the Loki interact with the turrets? Okay. So, Loki did, whenever in development, Loki had a overclock to interact with the turrets. I believe while you were locked onto a certain creature, the turrets would target that creature and fire at them, just with increased rate of fire, I believe. And it got scrapped for other things. Let's start off. I have two questions. Let's start with, can Molly not get to the drop pod and the timer runs out? Can that happen? So, Molly can, some missions, Molly will bug out, whatever the hell happens, and Molly doesn't make it to the drop pod. That's fine. Usually she does, but there's some missions where she just doesn't for whatever reason. Used to, way back when, before the seasons came out, there was a bug with Omen Tower, where Molly would get stuck on Omen Tower, and you would have to dig out Molly. And it was just kind of it was just pathfinding issues. You would have to dig her out, and eventually she would figure it out and come with you. And that could, like, make the whole mission take another, like, 10 minutes. But it also happened when she was coming back or when she was going to the drop pod. And in that case, the drop pod opens its gates at 10 seconds. And Molly, like, teleports over there. I don't believe Molly actually teleports over there. I just believe the doors open at 10 seconds and you can get in. And that's what happens if Molly doesn't make it, is that at 10 seconds the doors open. That's it. So yeah, the Loki OC did actually exist at some point in time, but just got scrapped for something else. I wish I could go see it to see my opinions on it, but apparently the testers said it just wasn't a fun OC, which, you know, I don't know how many actual game testers there are, or community testers in DRG that there are, and they could just all be wrong. It could have been a fun OC, but who knows? That is history now. And I think there could be a good one. You could make a turret whip OC just for Loki, where you lock onto the turret and it fires your Loki bullets at the target that is hitting, only more powerfully, like little mini explosive shots like ECR. But it probably would be completely awful or whatever. Or, you know, you lock onto a turret, or you lock onto a creature and the turrets just fire at them, like rockets or something. That would be also kind of cool. But, again, I don't think Loki's really going to be doing much in the way of interacting with turrets, because Loki's already kind of fucking wild. You can use Neuro Lasso. Yeah, you could use Neuro Lasso. That also technically interacts with the turrets by making the bugs slower, but it's not a good overclock. I mean, it's a good overclock in the fact that it's Loki, so it's just at minimum decent. It's at minimum decent, because that's just how Loki is. It's really weird. Loki is a good gun, it just has a lot of problems. Dude, I need to drink more water. I have not even finished half my liter glass of water, and the ice is already basically gone. I need to stop yapping and drink more. Second one, in Deep Rock Galactic, how does the difficulty change the enemies? Like, more enemies or higher damage, or did they do higher health bar? I know I can Google it. I'm sorry if you're annoying. No, that's completely fine. I'm very happy talking about how difficulty works in this game. So, basically, there is two ways the game balances the game. There is amount of enemies, which changes depending on hazard, and also changes on how many players you have in the game. So, say you're playing on hazard 3, and you're solo. It spawns a wave. That wave is now, like, 4 grunts, 1 guard, 1 slasher. That's 6 bugs. And then it is the same exact wave, but you're on Hazard 5, and you have, like, 4 people. Now, all of a sudden, instead of 6 bugs, it is now 12 bugs, because of just how it works. And also, those basic grunts have a bigger chance to be the veteran versions of those basic grunts. So the slashers and the guards are the veterans of the basic grunts. And that is how that kind of works. And all of a sudden you like have, 13 bugs, and half of them are variants. This also works with Mactera. Mactera also have the same veteran system that the other bugs do, and it also happens to Praetorians. Praetorians, if they roll the chance to become veterans, they become oppressors, and it gets higher and higher the higher hazard that you play on. The other things that also change is silent wave timers and wave timers, or swarm timers. So on certain missions, like mining expedition, point extract, the other few, mining mission, point extract, on-site refinery, and deep scan, all have a swarm timer passively going on in the background. And this will trigger an actual announced swarm, and mission control will say something about it whenever it comes around. And then there is what all missions have, which is wave timers, or silent wave timers. These things increase... these things get faster the higher hazard that you're playing. It's a lot of things. I'm just talking about enemy numbers for now. The other thing that changes, depending on the hazard, is enemy HPs. Small enemy HPs typically stay the same once you hit hazard 3, and then go up to hazard 4 and hazard 5. I'm talking about, like, basic guards, slashers, basic grunts, slashers, and guards. They all have the same HP from hazard 3 to hazard 5. Now, the things that change HPs are Praetorians, oppressors, anything big. Wardens, menaces, those things will start changing HP as well. I won't be one-shot majority of the time. Yeah, absolutely. So, though the bigger enemies will change HPs to hazard, and they will also change HPs depending on how many players are in the lobby as well. And this goes across for all hazards as well, for big enemies. Yeah, and also the swarm pool will increase as well. Another thing that changes as well, for certain enemies, high damage enemies get higher damage, like a slasher. A hazard 3 slasher probably does like 20 damage, and then a hazard 5 slasher does 27 damage. And then, if you get more and more people, the slasher eventually ends up doing 34 damage with hazard 5 for people. Yeah. That's also a thing. It's just a lot of changes of how the game works. Like, it spawns swarms faster, it spawns waves faster, the higher hazards you go, and then damage changes slightly for certain creatures. Damage usually goes up the higher hazard that you are, but also it changes with how many players are in the lobby, depending on the creature. It literally just depends on the creature how difficulty changes what happens to that creature. But some things are guaranteed. If you go from hazard 4 to hazard 5, you're taking more damage, and large creatures have more HP. That's pretty much that's mostly it, besides the swarm timers as well. Swarm timers are also a big one. And movement speed? Movement speed stays the same, mostly. The movement speed of shots, however, changes. So, like, an acid spitter spits at me, that shot is now going faster if I am on hazard 4 to 3 to 5. Like, if you play hazard 1, the shots move so slow. They move, like, at a snail's pace, like walking speed. And then if you play on hazard 5, it is like a scout grappling towards you. No, it is still absolutely crazy that the season that was announced that was going to be happening. Oh, after Rogue Core hits early access, we'll start working on it. It'll probably be 6 months. Yeah. Damage changes across the board. Health bars kind of change. Health bars for big enemies change. And the veteran system, swarm type, it's a lot. It's a lot of things that change, dude. But yeah, you got it down. Big enemy HP, damage, and swarm timers is the big ones. The other things are like pretty minute and don't really matter all too much unless you're actually starting to think about the game in a like why is something happening. Oh, we can talk up there and throw this a little bit. And mission objectives do not change on hazard level, and so things that are independent on hazard level are terrain generations are independent of hazard level, and that's it. Terrain generation is independent of hazard level, and also objectives and secondary objectives are independent as well. Amount of nitra is also independent as well. They're going to be British exploring vibes. I need to see that DLC. Let's go see that DLC real quick, because I do absolutely want to see it. Indiana Jones, dude, that sounds pretty sick. I am just going to throw an IFG there and just, you know, ignore the fact that Driller exists. Let's go see that new thing. Thank God I still have or I tabbed back in real quick. I might be tabbed out, but I'm pretty quick at the draw. All right, what is it? It's Relics of Hoxus DLC. Wiki, new paid armor will come. Do they have that? And new biome. Let's see. The wiki has some things. It just doesn't have a lot of things, which I am still going around, and that is my bot. Where is my name changed? No, it's not changed. I thought it was changed due to the uwu bugs, dude. But I am absolutely losing my freaking mind. New event, new mission, new biome, new cosmetics. I need to take a look at the new cosmetics is where I need to go. We lost the hack pod. I will grab this. You can do the thing. Driller, you are more important than I am in this mission. Very simply, you are. Alright, let's go take a look at that new diesel-driven weapon framework. Alright, it's not telling me about what I want to know. Come with the updates release. Ah, there it is. I see it. Fire on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to like look at an actual video, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to wait till it's shown to me. So like this wave right here is a silent wave. You can tell that it's a silent wave because it has veterans in it. It has guards and it has slashers in it. If you see a wave that is entirely comprised of basic grunts, that is it's a YouTube trailer. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I will just go on to the Ghost Ship Games thing. Guess the Dreadnought's difficulty affects their damage and health bar too? Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Oh, it just dropped. Okay, let's go see that. Let's, I swarm. Well, I have whatever it is. It just dropped. Let's go take a look at that. Like 5 minutes ago. Oh, he's fucking downed. I'm sorry, I was alt tabbed. Where the hell are you? How the hell did you get over there? You literally just drilled. What a wonderful time. I was going to go look at the trailer that just dropped. I am out of flares. What a wonderful time. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. All right, let's go. Let's. That is a fucking thing that was laser beaming me. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. I don't have flares. Let's see this shit. Window capture. Actually, just screen capture. Let's capture my screen real quick. And then Alt-Tab to it. You get to see all my beautiful things. Alright, let's see this stuff. Relic Raider, dude. Yeah, that looks heavily Indiana Jones inspired. I wonder what's the gimmick for this one. Because every single armor set has gimmicks. And it seems like... Oh, it could be lights on every... Yeah, it's lights on everybody. Is what it is. That's pretty cool. Bosco even gets it. And the cosmetics. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, did you see that? Driller has Ace of Spades, or at least some spades, dude. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that looks fucking sick as hell. That absolutely looks sick as hell. Or minus that. I hate the Hive Guard. Oh, dude, the Hive Guard is one of the worst things in the game. Just very simply, it is one of the worst things in the game. It is not a very fun fight to actually interact with at all. Alright, I'm gonna call down a resupply pod here because I'm almost out of ammo, and probably you are too. It's armor and skins. Well, the skin is just from the armor. That's it. All of the armor DLCs do have a skin cosmetic with them. It's just not an actual framework, is what it is. It is just a color scheme. Gunner looks like Leon from Resident Evil. He has the jacket from it. He has he has a fucking jacket. Yeah, I see that. I can see people making Leon from that. It's just that it'll be a fucking fugly dwarf face, dude. But no, I like the Prospector hat. I absolutely do like Scout's Prospector hat, and also Driller's Ace of Spades. That is a cool armor set. And I really like the rope on Scout. And also just the color set. So, you know what I can see happening? On Engineer, I don't know what his clothes look like.
We have connection. Hacking pod online. Stop the hacking.
I missed. I was scared of it, dude. Absolutely and unequivocally quaking in my boots due to that guy. Alright, let's get some... Hey, did you hear that stalker at all? Like, the second part, not whenever it just spawned again after it left. I'm just trying to think if I could have heard it if I wasn't shooting the shit. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention either. I went for the resupply knowing it could get me. Anyway, let's hit it. Stalkers being, again, bullshit. But I would have to go in and actually mute myself to see if I could hear it. But, like, that's not possible with streams and how they work. Because I'm not recording. Because how I record is I record in 3 audio channels, which is my voice, the game, and then both at once. Yeah, you can hit it, brother. Let's go. Yeah. One thing that Ghost Ship Games has always been good on is the cosmetics in the video game. Like, genuinely, it is a fantastic... It's just, most of them are pretty good, and mostly preference-based. Like, the only ones that I don't like, and some people like the Megacorp skins, the Megacorp skins are not great, and that's, like, the only one that I don't entirely like. Get out of Driller's way, dude. But yeah, just they've always been good at making armor cosmetics for DLC. Yeah, and most of the cosmetics in this game are free. Like, look at Driller. That's all free cosmetics. 100% free cosmetics at Driller. And he looks like Doug Dimmadome. He looks like Doug Dimmadome. Come here, brother. Now, my gun is not free, however. It is, like, part of a mod and also part of the Skull Crusher DLC, so that my gun is not actual, like, free. But the framework on it is Neo Technica, which is, or Neotech, or whatever it's called, and that is free. Just a wonderful time. I need to throw this down so I can get this guy. Yeah, light me on fire, please. Actually, I might just die to a bunch of once randomly because I decide to because I'm fucking scout and break my ankles. I wonder, does fandom still say that the classes have different amounts of HP and armor? Because that used to be a thing in fandom, is that they had like, oh, the scout has the most shields or whatever. No, wait, that's not it. I was playing a mod. It was called the DRG Reforged, which changes the HP and shield amounts of each individual class. And like scout gets like 60 shields, which means scout's not taking, pardon me, scout's not taking any damage ever. Dude, I need to go look at the fandom real quick. The fandom's never a good place to go. It is absolutely and unequivocally an awful place. But it is a fun place to go to get some larks out. Because I do love going to the fandom to laugh at it. Oh, Whiffet or Waffle? Oh my god. It's so big. Oh my god. I need to get rid of this uwu mod, dude. Where the hell did Driller go? Driller went up here. Driller made a new hole to get up into his old hole, dude. Ultra Kill Wiki is just pure bullshit. Is it the fandom wiki or is it official? Oh, hi. Driller being goated as always. Don't worry, I'll get all the... Okay, you know what? You do you, boo. I have thorns. I have thorns. Dude, the fucking axe. What the fuck is going on with that axe? How does that function? What the fuck? There's just an axe in... Dude, axes are built different. Yeah. I do see that axe. Just floating in the air. They're fucking built different, dude. Alright, where the hell are we going? Lore, do you know the lore, the dreadnoughts we fight are not the... Yeah, come even worse, that's why we fight them and break the egg, so that does not happen. One thing that I'm hoping to happen eventually... The axe moved towards me. You are the chosen one, Driller. Event at some... Oh, there's a Eder Pearl here. At some point in time, I do want to fight a fully fledged dreadnought, like an actual fully fledged dreadnought. And I think in Rogue Core, that could be a possibility. A stalker being actually fun to fight. It is now dead. Hopefully to fire. I'm just going to assume to fire anyway. Hey, there's a problem. I'm dead. There's a problem. There's a slasher next to me. Behind me. Is Rogue Core gonna continue on schedule for February? I hope. Hopefully not a fully... Also, did Driller just get hit by that guy, or did he kill it? I didn't actually change to his screen. I'm just going to assume he killed it. Because it was at, like, 8 HP. And if he just looked at it, he kills it. And I did hear it whenever it appeared, so I know that I didn't kill it. Road Core is already is still being worked on, so hopefully it appears in February. I absolutely do hope it appears in February. That would be a poggy time.
Leave no dwarf behind.
Hive cards are a failed mutation. Just ragging on Hive Guard, being like, you're a failure. You don't belong here. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking feel that. They're not fun, dude. Like, the dreads, ever since they removed the... So, way back when, before Update 33 came out, which added the new dreads. Yeah, the new dreads. They're not new. Added Hive Guard and added the twins. Before that update came out, you could be fighting the classic dread, and a wave would spawn. So the strategy was wait until a wave spawned, fight the wave, and then try to kill the dreadnought fast enough to where the wave wouldn't spawn again. And if it got harder in Hazard 5 because waves just spawn a lot faster in Hazard 5, and it was fun, dude. It was a fun thing to, like, play around. And then they got rid of that, and that made that mission, like, one of the worst missions in the game. It's not fun to play. And I wish they would bring that back, like, lower the swarm timer. If you're worried about it being too hard, like, raise the swarm timer so the waves don't happen as often in that mission, and just turn them on. Like, yes, you would have to, optimally, you would have to wait to fight the dread, and people would not enjoy that. And you know who those people are? Those people are people who play the game way too fucking much, who are playing in, like, some fucking modded game. So you know what? Just let them mod it out. That does not sound fun. It's more interesting than what it is now. Like, yeah, maybe we would have to balance it more than just let waves spawn during there, because, you know, some people will complain about it, some people won't like it, and maybe there's a way to make it so that it's actually fun again. And this is a band-aid patch to actually making the dreads fun to fight, because the dreads are not fun to fight at the moment. Hive Guard is literally the worst one, where all that you do if she is targeting you is stand still, and now the team can shoot her back and you just pick your nose, I guess.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Yeah. I'm opening it then.
Pulling a battery.
It's just, I wish the Dreadnought was an actual mission, because at the moment it's just not. Like, both Point Extract, Dreadnoughts, technically this mission, Sabotages, are not real missions, but I enjoy Sabotage so much more than those two missions. What time is it? It's 3:20. We can do one more mission, and then we'll have to stop. It's been a fun time. I've been enjoying myself. I've been enjoying a lot of myself. I don't think you could ever say that, dude. Oh my god, I got stuck on something and shot. Dude, that sucks. Oh my god, don't stab me. God. Grab that. The driller came down thinking I was about to fucking die. Listen, man, you got that space, I got this space. You don't need to come help me. I'll be fine. I'm confident at this game. I have 3,000 hours or some bullshit in this game. Okay, the driller, I need you. I absolutely need the fuck out of you. Oh, dude. Okay, well, we have, don't do it. Nope. I need to focus up real quick. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, the best case scenario is Driller doesn't even have to come down here, or I do it fast enough where it doesn't matter if he comes down here. Dude, Rival Tech looks fucking sick as hell, and I really hope that there's another expansion involving Rival Tech, or another season involving Rival Tech, because Rival Tech is just too cool to, like, let down. I know people hate Rival Tech, alright? A lot of people don't like them, and how they don't like Cryo, and how they force certain builds. And my personal thing is, shit, he's bombing your house. I saw that, dude. I mean, you've also bombed the hell out of your house, so, you know, that is... I don't have Born ready. Oh my god, I got stuck. I got stuck again. We're Gucci, dude. Don't worry about it. Okay, just go grab a resupply. Don't get stabbed by that thing. Thank you, it missed. Dude. Okay, now it just requires this guy. Goodbye. Caretaker. I know people wouldn't like the Caretaker module, but it still would be very fun. Oh my god, we have didn't kill a single one. Can't have swarms in elimination might be fun if they could while no dread was active. That could also be fun. Is actual full-on swarms, like announced swarms, that would be fun, and also add in another mission that could have announced swarms, because at the moment it is just 3 missions that can have announced swarms. See that 10K? Let's go! Watching in 2026, dude. Let's go! Anyway, back to what I was saying. A mod that I played that had a really cool thing in it that was kind of, it looked inspired by Rival Tech, was it had a Rival Tech, or it had like a weird, you can see it in one of my thumbnails. It was DRG Reforged, and it had a cybernetic, oh dude, I don't care. It's fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you just want to hit the buttons if you're ready, dude, I will play around that shit. I do not care. It had like a cybernetic presser, and that was really cool. And it's kind of the things that I wish that the rivals would do. Is like they start testing on all the bugs and like making cybernetic versions of the bugs that like have laser beams or some bullshit. That would be really sick. Would it be fun? I don't fucking know, but it would be cool to have like a presser with laser beams on top of it. I am going the complete wrong direction. No, I'm not, because driller holes exist. Rival Tech versions of the main classes. I do know that DRG, specifically DRG, I don't know about Invisible Walls, because Invisible Walls may have a different opinion about this. DRG has said that they don't want to do humanoid creatures in the caves because they would have, like, pathfinding would be absolutely fucking awful to work with if they start doing humanoid enemies, because most of the reason why, like, the pathfinding is so easy in this game is bugs go from straight line to you, and then they have their favored terrain. So, like, these guys' favorite terrain is the ground, so they preferred being on the ground, but it really doesn't matter. I don't think, actually, basic grunts and all that have a favorite terrain. I think it is literally just septic spreaders have a favorite terrain, acid spitters, web spitters have that. Get fucked, dude. Get absolutely blasted. Don't worry, I will. He will come over. I heard him right now. And having a creature that cannot walk on walls and all that would be awful to pathfind for. Now, of course, you could have, like, Rival Tech Boscos. Those things fly. That could be cool. And also, we did get humanoid enemies in the form of core spawn, but they can crawl on walls, and they look like they can crawl on walls as well. All right. We have 30 minutes before I have to fully end stream. What the fuck was that? It just canceled that? What the hell? That is so bizarre. I've never seen that. Cyborg bugs sound cool. Yeah. We have a drill dozer. Oh, that's pretty fan dabby dozy, dude.
Get on board the drop pod, team. Mission is ready.
Do I have... Oh, I don't have a grenade. I am not gonna have a grenade. Do you have some viewer builds you have your eye on, or do you need some? I could always use some. Somebody recently asked for a electric focus shots video build, and I will be doing electric focus shots will be with gas recycling, which would be absolutely cool. Maybe? Who knows? But if you want to suggest some viewer builds, please absolutely do. I have a love-hate relationship with escort duty. I think it's a cool mission. I just wish it was a better mission. I wish the Hearthstone fight was more interesting. Like having being caretaker and having more phases and having them like not be two pure bug wave swarms, just being entirely gimmick swarms would be cool. And then Doretta is fucking awful. Doretta is most of the reason why the mission's not very good. I really want to see where the core spawn come from. They just come from the core of the planet. That's just crazy to me. We'll see. Like we have no idea what's going to be happening with the gray out, because apparently the gray out happens and maybe it's going to be like dropped for it. Yeah. Do a big shooty build. I should do a big shooty build. I should do a elephant rounds with mortar rounds or Big Bertha or something. That would be... I just need to play with elephant rounds, dude. I do not play with that overclock at all. The last time I genuinely played with elephant rounds has to be during, like, a randomizer or during the worst builds, whenever I took a explosive full damage elephant rounds with what is it, combat mobility, and that was absolutely awful. Oh, I tried to get the double shot, dude. I tried to use the... This thing's awful. I hate this thing. Oh my god. Do Glyphids and Core Spawn fight each other? They do not. And in Rogue Core, they still do not, because there's no Glyphids in Rogue Core. It is literally just Core Spawn. I just like Bulldog very much. I think it's an interesting weapon. The Crosshair does it no services, and also as soon as you get BRT, there is no reason to ever run Bulldog again. Like, if you want to be optimal and all that, there is no reason to run Bulldog at all, because BRT is a better generalist weapon than Bulldog is, because it pulls out more DPS, so you can use it on heavy targets faster. And, like, the only thing that you're getting from Bulldog is range, and killing Mactera fairly quickly. And then you, like, go back to Bulldog when you get volatile bullets, and that's the only reason that you would ever go back to Bulldog. Since QoL and BRT exist. QoL for your safety. Sorry. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did, and I don't care what you did. Brother, I don't know what you did, and who knows what it mattered. Did it matter? I don't know. Yeah, I'm fucking, like, checked out. I'm locked out of this building, dude. I need in. You can hit it if you want. The only OC you're running BRT is lead spray, and I'm weird enough to run almost every OC on Bulldog. Magic Bullets is fun. Magic Bullets is very fun. Unfortunately, all of QoL proceeds to make it obsolete. It's been power crept into non-existence. You've seen me play with Magic Bullets a lot, because it's just a fun overclock. I need to deal with the Spitballer real quick. and I need to deal with these bugs. I really hope, thank God. Okay. I'm so glad that you have your VIR, dude, volatile impact reactor, so I get to not pay attention to the bugs. You got it, dude. Absolutely cooking over there. I do have to worry about the fucking... Dude, I'm so happy that he's, like, on top of this shit. Give me a second, I need to... What the fuck is going on, dude? I will use up all of my sticky nades. I do not care, dude. I don't feel bad for using my sticky nades. And that is the reason why I like sticky nades, is I don't feel bad for using them. God, I'm trying to double hit it, and I keep fucking failing. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? This is a 4-block failed ramble neutral. I felt like I was in fucking... I felt like the dude in, Full Metal Jacket just screaming, "What the hell is that?" Cause what the hell is that, dude? Electro Mindlets is probably your least used OC in the game. That's probably, like, correct for a lot of people, dude. Because you just don't see people playing with Electro Mindlets at all, and Electro Mindlets is just not good. As well. Hey, there's a problem here. It's, this guy's still alive. Yeah. Is he dead now? No, he's not. Okay, well, you know what? Fucking engineers got everything. It doesn't... I can keep talking, dude. He's goated with the sauce. God, I love competent teammates. Where I don't have to worry what the hell they're doing. I can just full send me talking about it. Just keep yapping, dude. Great. I do need to repair Doretta, so I got that. Electro Mindlets was outclassed before QoL got into the picture, and then QoL got into the picture, and now there's just like... The only reason to run it is because it wasn't magic bullets, because previously, before QoL existed, there was only 2 overclocks on the secondary of Gunner that actually allowed you to do some single target damage, or some AoE damage, and that was Mindlets and magic bullets. And now, because those things got power crept by QoL, you just don't see them at all anymore, because QoL is just such a absolute banger of a thing. What the fuck? Dude has cycle overload, let's go. Got ooh-wooed with that scramble bramble, dude. I heard him, dude. I literally... Oh my god. Do we have a resupply? Yes, we have a resupply. This place fucking sucks. They have 90 HP, dude. I need fucking elephant rounds. This is just ragging on elephant rounds, and now I'm trying to kill fucking Fester Fleas with a bulldog. Hey, you wanna know what overclock can shoot a Fester Flea and murder it in one shot? Or what weapon? QoL can. You know what bulldog can't? Shoot twice in a row with having good accuracy. Absolutely not. How hard would it be that you fight all enemy factions in one wave? Glyphid, Mactera, Rival Tech, Core Spawn, and at the same time, that would maybe be very hard to beat. Well, if they're all facing you, it just depends on if they're with a Warden, which Wardens only affect some of the Glyphid population, not all of them, and how much of it is actually, like, super dangerous enemies. Because, like, Mactera spawn, they're not that dangerous. Trijaws are dangerous, so if you want to hit that up, absolutely we can do it. We are not in... I am not in Season 5, and I don't care, but I will enjoy the XP. There's a Stingtail somewhere. Oh god. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna attack fucking Doretta. Oh, you're immune while standing on Doretta, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I'll just go stand on Doretta. No, I don't know what's happening here. What are we doing? What's worse than unmodded mini shells or unmodded micro flechettes? Micro flechettes. Probably. You know what? You know what? I'll take you up on that bet. I'll play with unmodded micro flechettes and unmodded, like, RJ or something. That would be fucking awful. It's just like dealing with Doretta is going to be the problem. But I'm happy to do it. I'm up for some chaos. You're gonna be... Somebody has to be over there. I guess I'll be over here. Or over there. And you can be on there. I can quickly run over and throw a shield to dig it out. It'll be goated. Don't worry, we're not playing on Hazard 5 swarms. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's go. Maybe I'll just stand around not doing anything. It'll be a great time. Oh my god, he has fucking cycle overload, dude. That is so fucking pog. Alright, now I need to walk over here. I'm gonna walk over here, throw a shield, and then run back to Doretta. Or I'll get stuck. That's also a thing that can happen. Dude, are they not dealing any damage to her? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna come over here and deal with this. Okay. Toss a shield onto the ground. Start killing these things. Dude, they are absolutely not dealing any damage. I thought they were actually gonna murder the hell out of Doretta, but they just don't deal damage to her. And they're also not locked onto her. What a weird fucking game. I am about to die. Okay. We are... I am so boned. We're fine. Fucking god. Okay. Yeah, I would just say micro flechettes would be worse, since I've already played with micro flechettes, and I already kind of know how micro flechettes plays. At least Engineer has... Actually, no, it would probably be worse. Engineer doesn't have any get-out-of-jail-free cards like Gunner does. Besides RJ. RJ would be fine. So what... If I pair pair mini shells with something, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be, like, Fat Boy? Like, three-shot Fat Boy? And I'm going to say, like, probably not. Three-shot Fat Boy is still, like, absolutely goated. Why is there 2 overclocks where they remove stun? Remove stun, remove damage, but big ammo, and why did Ghost Ship Games do that? Micro Flechettes doesn't remove stun. What other overclock does it do? If you want to hit it, go right ahead, dude. Let's go. Resupplying's for losers. As I said, my only damage source is the fucking, sticky nades. This is gonna suck. This is absolutely gonna suck. But yeah. Micro flechettes. So... Oh... It has to be some sort of unmodded but overclocked PGL. Will Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core come to PlayStation? I bet. Eventually. Hurricane Plasma and Mo, both unmodded, could be an interesting combo. I mean, Plasma Bursters without a stun just sounds awful. Nice turret whip, dude. I have blow through. Get fucked. Absolutely get blasted with that. Is that has to be cycle overload? Yeah, it is. I thought it was cycle overload. Oh, also there's a Stingtail right there. Please get stunned. Please just die. Thank you. No, I gotcha. That quick build, dude. You saw that shit? That was quick build in action. That is why you take quick build. Why do I never take quick build? I like ammo more. Mole unmodded sounds perfectly fine. Like, the only problem that you're gonna have is ammo problems, because all of Mole just, like, wants to pierce things. Perfectly fine sticky nade. I really wish they would trade the sticky nades fear for stun, like a 3-second stun, at least until it explodes, just so that it would be better at doing that right there. That could be a way to buff it. Also, you know, not being absolutely terrible. Not being outclassed in any way. Maybe make it deal more damage, more single target damage. You're back. Were you, like, making dinner, making another bad build, making another interesting build? Hey, I'm out of ammo. Oh, word. Get that guy out of there. Let's see this. I need to shoot that guy real quick. I need to be in range so that it doesn't shoot at engineer. I can't take cover, or else it'll switch targets and start shooting the closer guy, and he doesn't have enough chance to dodge it. I don't know to type or not, but can I play with people in PlayStation without PS Plus? No, you have to have PS Plus to play with people in PlayStation lobbies. There is a bunch of bugs coming, probably. I take quick build as I always forget to place your turrets. I take more ammo because I like ammo. That is the only reason I do so. Unmodded missile barrage. Yeah, that would probably be worse. That would probably absolutely be worse because it is the, in my opinion, rocket barrage is the worst overclock on Hurricane, but it is still a fine one. Please read again. I don't know if to type it. I don't know to type it or not. Can I play with people in PlayStation without PS Plus with some limits? I don't know. Like, I know that you can't play some... I know that you can't play some things without PS Plus, but I don't know. Like, I'm not the person to ask. I don't play on PS. I play on Xbox, if I do play on Xbox, and that's just Microsoft Store, which I already have access to the internet. So, I don't know. I can look it up. I can go ask in the Discord. Who knows? Because that's probably for the best just to go ask in the Discord. You barely use your turrets? Dude, I barely use anything. I mean, I barely use my turrets because I'm in a fucking randomizer playing engineer, and the turrets are basically useless anyway. I remember when randomizer came out and someone got no mod, no overclock stubby, dude. I remember the first days that randomizer came out, and it was bugged and gave you the builds that you already had on different classes. So, like, I had set up a full damage fat boy for some reason, and it just gave you that. Can I play with people without PS Plus? I somehow skip... Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. You can play with people without PS Plus, but there are limits. I understand. Yeah, brother, hit it. This man's not even afraid of the swarm bearing down on him because the swarm doesn't matter. Dude, this is always... Why do I always do this? I always just full send the fucking swarm. Like, I just run past it to go deal with something else in the swarm. That's weird. I wonder what causes that. The PS Plus thing. I mean, to be honest, I don't like PS Plus, or I don't like Xbox Live or PS Plus even, like, existing in the games. Can you grab me? No? Because I understand that you are paying for using their servers, is what it is. Is how it is why you have to pay for it, because you have the privilege of using their servers, and it should be a more secure connection than just like peer-to-peer or something like that. Is actually... Is Xbox, or is, what is it called? Dude, I forget what it's fucking called. I'm just gonna shoot these things, because I don't care. Do I have accuracy? Yes, I do have accuracy. So, get rid of all of these things, and then start shooting that fucking woman. Oh, you skip the actual, like, making the lobby or something? How do I build Copilot Gaming? Yeah, Copilot Gaming, dude, yeah. Microsoft did do that shit, and it is kind of a little bit ridiculous of what is happening in the Microsoft store, or Microsoft area of the place, where they're actually using AI to code some of the fucking shit for what is it called? For Windows 11 now. I was going to ask, is... Give me a moment. Is it still peer-to-peer on, like, PlayStation, or is it, like, dedicated server-ish? Because I don't know. Again, that is a fucking stingtail. Is the beamer on, dude? Beamer's not on. You know what? Just throw a shield. Throw a shield and throw a... You stunned him at the perfect moment, dude. That was perfect. Stunned him at the perfect moment. That was perfect. Yeah, good words. Absolutely. I'm just gonna overheat because I feel like it. The only AI I respect is Omega from Rogue Core. Dude, I don't even respect Omega. He's a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit. He's just an asshole, dude. And never use accuracy on minigun. Never use accuracy. It kill minigun ability crowd control. Dude, yeah, it does, absolutely. Oh shit, it's probably rocks! Oh no, fuck! Oh no, dude. Okay. That's not a... I just have to shoot, dude! Fine. It's all fine, don't worry about it. Okay, well, now we're... You know, just lose. Lose the mission, get bit by a fucking oppressor somehow. Don't worry. NG got this whole thing. NG? NG? Dude, he's got this shit. Oh. He might have field medic. I need to actually have my hands on the controls. Oh no. Please have Iron Will. This should be the last rocks. There's just 2 more rocks. He's dead. Alright, that's nice. Wait, he's not dead?! He's fucking goated. Oh my god, it's not the last rocks. He's fucking carrying. Oh my god. He's got it. You know what? I should probably do this so that you can see it from his perspective. He is goated with the sauce. That fucking stingtail, though. Okay, you know what? We're gonna watch it from this angle since he's gonna fucking spin around and do all that shit. I think he's got it. I think there's plenty of time left. Or, excuse me, not enough time left. Yeah, he did it. Fucking based as hell. The absolute goat, dude.
The drill dozer served its purpose. The heartstone is ours.
Yeah. Let me just press the X. Somebody help! Oh, that is not field medic. That man did not have field medic that entire time. What a fucking Chad. Alright. I'm washed? Oh, absolutely I'm fucking washed. I got bit by a goddamn oppressor. How many times can you say that you've been bit by an oppressor? I was just not paying attention and backed up because I was too focused on making sure the rocks didn't come down, and trying to repair Doretta, dude. Absolutely. Dash and Iron Will. I assumed you had Iron Will. I assumed you had Iron Will from that. Because most people have Iron Will. Alright, we can get going. Surprised that he didn't force himself to go down just to res me. Have a good day. Well, this is the end of the stream, buddy, so you know what? You have a wonderful Fate doing co-pilot mode. Yeah, I'm trying to... I'm entering my summoner phase. I summoned other doors to finish the mission for me. It works out a surprising amount of time. Oh, this one summon that I got is absolutely goated with the sauce. You know, the ping, you know, the connection to the summon creature is not that great, but holy fuck, is its stats absolutely insane, dude. Like, genuinely, like, absolutely can just solo the entire game. So fucking stupid. Oh, Lord. This is what I get, dude. Oh my god. Not again. Don't do it. Don't double hit me. Okay, thank you. Okay, goodbye. I don't want to deal with you. What the fuck is this? Alright, I need to keep a lookout for that Mactera trawler. Oh my god! What the fuck was that?! He didn't do the acid spit?! I was expecting the acid spit on the wall, dude! Dude, I'm getting fucking trolled from oppressors and Praetorians. That guy didn't do the acid spit to hit me. He just fucking bit me through the floor. And then bit me a second time. I'm being fucking trolled. Dude, just get Doretta. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, he's gonna get grabbed. You can hear it. No. That they're focusing? Dude, I need to finish my liquor, dude. Oh, fuck, he's dead. Oh god, I'm getting called as well. Hello? Hello? Give me a second. Shit happens. Alright, well, unfortunately, that was actually the last mission that I was going to be doing. Oh, well. Oh, you're fine, brother. Shit happens. Yeah. You have a wonderful night, and, hope you sleep well, and hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope you sleep well, and all that shit. And everybody at the stream also have wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again. We'll be streaming again next week. There might be 2 streams next week, because I want to do some special things, maybe stream some Helldivers, maybe do some other things. Anyway,